So you wanna be a legend, huh? I was thinking about what it takes for a nigga to be a legend, and first thing that came to my mind was a reputation. And for me, I don't want to make a reputation for myself, bro. I want niggas to make the reputation for me. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about what you did in the past, what you can do, what you got going for you. I want to hear somebody else talk about it, but I want to hear your niggas tell me what you did.
ODD.
I want to hear your niggas tell me what you did, bro.
RASHID. You already know.
STXD.
STXDY. You already know what it is.
Oh, hey, you might got something right there. We about to
STXD.
Oh yeah, I got the next tape, man. Next tape.
Oh yeah, let's not
Nice.
get too far ahead of ourselves, because you know
For sure.
we got our man Study with us, and he aced his latest test. If we want to stay in that realm of thought, with Ville Legend, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, dope ass project. He he said it last time, and if you were paying attention, you would have heard him speak about it. But the time comes, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's just legit.
Appreciate it,
It's
man.
just legit.
Appreciate it.
It's just legit.
I approach that shit. Put a lot into it. Everything I done experience up until this point, literally wrapped into project.
I'm sure people have asked you, why Ville Legend? Why that name? Why that theme?
I always just had like a thing about me where like people would always show me hella love and shit. I ain't ever have to do a whole lot of talking. And people I would meet people and hear stories and shit like, oh man, so and so told me that da da da. And when I started making music and really locking in with it, and once I realized I was talented and I had something, everybody was just telling me like, damn dog, you like good at everything you do. You good at everything that you do. And I feel like just my body of work as far as my life's body of work of just everything that I've done, everything I've experienced, I feel like it's from where I come from, it's legendary. I don't know nobody that done what I've done the way I've done it. And yeah, and then I just wanted to pay homage to, the late great, Ali as well. Just step into that and wear that, be okay. Like when T.I. was saying, I'm the king of the South and shit like that. People was like, nah, the fuck, like that, but he's standing on that, he's standing in that, and he wants somebody to challenge it or whatever. I ain't saying I'm the best rapper. Me saying calling myself Ville Legend, it ain't like, oh, I'm the best rapper. I'm the da da da. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just it's deeper than music. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what you hear when you listening to the tape. It's deeper than that.
Definitely. A pretty good way to explain it. Putting your stamp on it, but yeah, I guess listening to it. When you started off with Preface and like Boo Baby, was there a reason like it feels like it's like three parts where it's like the first part is like chill, then it turns up, and then it's like almost like reflective in a way. I don't know. But it's like you ease into it, right?
Yeah,
With those first few beats. And
I
Lil,
had to.
and
Yeah,
then Lil Lamont comes on. But yeah.
I knew for 2 years that Preface was gonna be my intro as far as like me on the track or whatever.
Interesting.
The one came literally a month before before we put the tape out.
Okay.
I hit up Rob and me and him connected, and bro ain't never been in the booth or none of that. He went in there and, I just told him, I was like, do your thing. I told him what the tape, like what, the title of the tape, and I let him hear the music, and he went in there and did that shit like one take
I was wondering.
off the top of the head.
I
You know
was
what I mean?
wondering, like, I was wondering what the story was behind that because it's dope. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And I made that beat for that too. So yeah.
I mean,
So,
you can tell it was off the top because it sounds authentic.
yeah.
It does.
A nigga you hearing just talk.
And I told him, I was like, don't say nothing about me. I was like, don't say nothing about me.
Right. He didn't.
He just explained what it takes from his eyes for you to be a legend. You get what I'm saying?
I'm glad you chose him. Like, I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
man.
lie. That's
It
dope.
was the connection with that was super, just super authentic, you know,
Mhm.
super authentic, man. He's a bright person, man. I sat and listened to him talk. You know what I mean? I'd be online. I was just like listening to him. Me and him didn't we knew about each other, but we never got to like officially meet. So I reached out to him and told him like, hey dog, like, I love the stuff that you be talking about. I love your perspective on things. You know, like how'd you feel opening up and closing my project for me? And he's like, man, I'd be honored. You know, I didn't even know what it was gonna sound like. I didn't know if I was gonna have to write something for him. But yeah, he came in, he laid that on there, on his.
How'd you even find him? Like, you say you just
We was on
online?
Instagram. We was literally, I see him on Instagram, dog. He's speaking about some stuff with the Bible, and the way that he was talking about it, I was like, this is how, if you're trying to get a younger person into church or into the Bible, this is what it needs to sound like.
Interesting.
You get what I'm saying? The way he talked about it was cool to me, and it's never been cool to me. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I got it. It's a no brainer. It was a no brainer for me. But yeah, going back to, you talking about starting it slow like that, I just knew that it was going, and adding that, the one on top of preface, I knew that right after preface, I needed to get that shit cracking right away. So that's when I came, swinging with the Boo Baby and all that. I just knew having those heavy hitters back to back like that, it was going to get everybody like standing up and then sit back down and,
Yeah.
focus back in.
Yeah, it felt like the project had a natural flow to it
Yeah.
in that sense, for sure.
That's an art within itself. That's an art within itself, trying to piece it together.
For sure.
I
No.
enjoy that. I
Okay.
enjoy that.
That's yeah, because I felt, like, strategic and we'll get
Yeah,
into it later.
I enjoy that. That's a battle itself, you know what I mean? Naming the songs, I never really have song titles either. Some of them I will, but,
Okay.
like, Preface was called No Deal. It was called
Yep.
No Deal because
Yep.
the beat was called No Deal, you know?
Okay, okay, okay.
But, like, doing piece and things, sometimes it'll come natural, sometimes it won't. I'll just be like he'd be like, "What you wanna call?" I'm like, "Man, Blue Dog shit." Like, like, "Let's keep going." Like, whatever, like, just keep it rolling, but yeah.
That's tough just 'cause yeah, like Preface, good mood setter, you know what I'm saying? Boo Baby.
Okay,
The
yeah.
song seems like an anthem to me, like Boo
No,
Baby
it
does.
is for
So it's like, yeah, it definitely goes hard on it.
I was making that song's titled Boo Baby, man. That's about my peoples, man. He passed away, he got killed, last year, but, he was alive when I made the song.
Mm,
He's just out here, you know what I mean? Shout out Patrick, man. Like he was just out here, and that was it's just he was wild, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
he was out there and he owned that shit, you know what I mean? And like I was really speaking on his life and the way he lived his life is like kind of the typical Louisville way, like, you know what I mean,
But that's what
street
I was
hood
about to
dude, you know what I
say.
mean? So that's why it's more of an anthem because we all know that we all know like what I'm talking about and we know somebody like that. We know, you know what I mean? We know that feeling. That song right there, it's a James Brown sample
Mm,
called the James Brown song is called King Heroin. And we literally put the beat in reverse, put the sample in reverse, and we added some shit to it, but like that sample that you're hearing it's James Brown. It don't sound like it. It sounds like it's a woman or something like that, but it's James Brown. And we
That's
was trying to
crazy.
crack the code on it so we wouldn't get flagged, you know what I mean? And we ended up cracking the code on that.
interesting.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Interesting.
Write that down though, King Heroin, and go back and listen to it. And then once you hear the Boo Baby again, you go like, "Hey, come on now. Let it." He's saying, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Americans. That's what he said. We flipped that. That's Cash right there, man. Cash Gordon. He flipped that.
That's another art in itself
Yeah.
as well.
It is.
Finding samples and being able to chop them to a point
We
that
big in the records, man. When I first started making music, man, I had this guy, it's OG Duro. He hit me up. He was like, man, I got something for you. Meet me at J Mall. I pull up to J Mall. He's in his minivan. He slide the door open and got 10 crates full of records. I'm like, he's like, man, take these. Take these. I'm like, man, what I owe you? He's like, man, you don't owe me nothing. Just make some dope shit. Just make some dope shit. I wasn't even into, vinyl or nothing like that yet. He blessed me with that. And I talked to Cash about it. And he's like, man, we got to buy this little, converter thing or whatever to convert the samples over and shit. So we was literally you could go on YouTube and pull up samples, you know what I mean? Pull up stuff and rip it like that, but we literally we got the vinyl to everything.
I
So
need to
yeah,
do something with these vinyls over here.
yeah, man. Let me know, man.
No, I
Put
will.
some classic out. Yeah.
What's your library look like?
Right, right.
Library
Now,
of
from this
vinyls.
point, since them 10 crates, you added any more?
No, yeah, definitely. Everywhere I go, I'll grab vinyl. Like I'll randomly grab shit that if I like the cover of it, you know what I mean. You can pull a sample from anything,
Very true.
anything. You know, I don't try to stay in the same box with anything. So
I think how long it took me to realize it's probably till Guitar Hero that Lil Jon sampled Ozzy Osbourne.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And then I was
yeah,
like, "Oh, well, shit, I need to open my wheelhouse." You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
Niggas got it cracking outside rap like that.
Right.
for
It
sure,
blow your mind
for
discovering
sure.
something like that. You real quick before we get out too far past preface, like, cause I came to the same conclusion of like, dang, he started slow and usually people open their albums like kind of hype or,
Yeah,
turn. You feel like you took a risk or like you
sure,
said, you
for sure. Like I feel like with him speaking, I was having like doubts at first. You know, I was like, damn, like maybe the first track's too long, and people's attention span, won't be there or whatever. I was just like, man, I like it. I love it. So I'm gonna leave it on there, and then I'm gonna stick with what I believe in. I always I'll listen to stuff, and if it don't grab me right away, sometimes I'll get to skimming through shit. I know how I am.
Mhm.
I've been like that
Right.
to where you remember Drake's "You Fancy, huh? Are you fancy, huh?" I didn't really like that record, but when he flipped the beat at the end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
At the
yeah.
end of
It's
that,
like,
he
yeah,
flip it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's fire though. But I never got to hear it because
that's crazy.
I never got to hear it because I was skipped. I'm like, I don't like this shit. But like one day I was like, what is that? They was like, this is Drake. You fans? I'm like, what's that, the remix? They was like, nah, it's at the end.
Maybe it's the
I'm
song.
like, damn.
I think it's
So
a
like
second
ever
verse.
since then, and that was when we was in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When ever since then, I'll try to like sit down and chill. Like, bro, relax, bro, chill out. Just listen. You get what I'm saying? But everyone's not
Yes.
making
That's
cohesive work.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Nah, you
everyone's not
right.
making cohesive work
And
either.
it's not worth as I was about to say. You can kinda tell. You can kinda tell
It's
where
just
it's
like a
like,
book. I literally want to make a book. I want to write a book and then make a soundtrack to it. So that's my
mm,
approach with. You know what I mean? I want to have it like a book. You know what I'm saying? So
hell yeah.
I took a gamble for sure, but like motherfuckers are gonna get back around. You know what I mean? People gonna talk. People gonna, man, what you, bro? You ain't listen to you tripping. You need to listen to that. You know what I mean? Like listen to it all the way through, and then because that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, man, listen when they're telling me like, dog, I just listened to it all the way through, and they pretty much saying the same thing about it being a full body of work.
That's my favorite part. If you put it on repeat and then the hurry up the ends and then the outro goes back into the intro, you're like,
Yes,
"Shit." Like,
yes,
this is like, I don't know what it is, but, like, reignites it. You feel me?
yes,
It's like and it snaps in your brain almost where it's like, "Oh, no. This is definitely a full body of work." Like, it definitely comes full
100%.
circle, like, so
You could start it at any point and let it play all the way back to that same point. Like, you
right.
know
Damn,
what I mean?
Like, and
damn,
that
I ain't did that. That's crazy. I'm about to try
no,
that. That's fire.
you
Like
should, and then
start
That's
on
fire.
song 8 and
That's
play it
fire.
through back through
that is
song 8.
That's
that
fire.
is
You know what I
another
mean?
or
Just you
Yeah,
can really do
or
that.
backwards or something like that, where
yeah,
it's
that's
Yeah.
like,
fire. I ain't never.
uh,
Damn, you definitely could.
you could listen to it backwards,
Wow.
that would probably if you could no, the way he built his, he could definitely listen to it backwards. He could
Wow.
definitely and
Right.
it would almost
That's crazy.
that would
Yeah,
be
that's
tough.
crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, we wildin' now, we wildin'
Yeah,
now.
that's tough.
But no, I feel like with you saying that though, Rashad, talking about the way albums are usually introduced to the listener and how usually, it's relying on a bang. And then that's also a reason is that you don't always attract the listener is because it's like there is a fall off. And when the fall off starts to come, it's like, all right, all right, all right. So with this one, with it feeling different, it does, like I feel like the beat's sobering, right? But, like, the flow's, like, addictive. You know what I'm saying? So it, like,
Yeah,
allows with him specifically as an artist, it allows his storytelling abilities, which is what it's really about, to actually
for
be
sure,
the forefront of
for
those
sure,
first 3, and then
I said
he can
this
hit you with that
like
shit.
I
for
can
That's
show
why
sure,
you
it
my
works for him
notes right here,
specifically.
bro.
for sure.
Said the exact same thing. I was like, you're forcing people to hear what you're saying.
And that's what
Like,
he's best at.
That's my best, and then like I think I know what pockets, what I know how. That's why I can make different shit. I can cross over into different lanes because like I fucking just love music. You know what I mean? I love like dope shit. Like no matter what, it could be anything. If I can gravitate towards it, like that's just what it is. So my approach is like, damn, I know how something should sound on this. I know how the bop should be. I know how like bopping like this with their eyes closed versus one of these versus, like just I know what
Right.
that feels like.
Right.
I've experienced it over and over and over again. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of it comes for that. And then I feel like that's the skeleton of it. And then
Okay.
my story is the meat and bone, you know what I mean? The
Yep.
the the meat, the tissue and all of that. And you add that and you add the flavor, you add the
Mhm.
comedy behind it, the shit that's gonna make a person laugh, the shit, you know what I mean? You wanna make it like, "Hey, man, sit down, man." Like, "All y'all can sit down right here. I know you into skateboarding. I know you into this. I know you into that," but, like, y'all can all sit down and listen to this and enjoy, you get what I'm saying? This ain't just for this type of person. This ain't just for this ain't just for that. It's just for the people that jumped off the porch, and it's for the motherfuckers that stayed on the porch. You know what I'm saying? So,
And in the
yeah.
sense, just Ville Legend, I feel like if you from Louisville, dog, like you have to relate to the stories, the people, like you saying with Boo Baby in the relation to your homie, just the environment. Like I feel
Yeah.
like I really like how many projects from her do you like get the sense like of the environment? Like if you're a listener, if from here or not, where you can really listen to it and be like, oh, I get Louisville.
For sure, bro. You remember how it was? I feel like not for us, but maybe our parents with like Straight Outta Compton and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why it's super cool, they made that shit cool. They made it what it is, you get what I'm saying? So, that's what everyone's doing anyways, we're speaking on, like, the little pockets of the world that we come from, you get what I'm saying? So, that's the same. Because I used to feel that, man, I don't need to say nothing about Louisville because the rest of the world don't care, but it's not like that, if you making some fire music, you doing something, they people gonna wanna know, "Man, where's he from?" So, like, they're more interested when you're from a place that, like, they're like, "Man, hold on, he's from where?" You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
you just paint that picture for them. They don't know what it look like, and I want people to wanna come here, you get what I'm saying? That's why I try to make sure I film and shoot stuff in certain like, all the stuff, like my rollout and everything, they don't know where I'm at, you know what I mean? But if you from Louisville, like, I was just talking to somebody, DJ Z Nice
Yep.
yesterday, and he's like, "Dawg, I love what you did. I saw you outside of the first link," you know what I mean? You gotta be from Louisville to know that, you know what I mean? To the average, to someone else, they're not gonna know, but it's one of them, if you know, you know, like, they're not gonna catch on to everything, you know what I mean? I'm not sitting here Louisvilling it down, like, talk you know what I mean? It's always only Louisville slang. Well, it is, but I'm not, it's not like I'm not speaking English. I'm speaking English, you know what I mean? So, I'm just talking about shit that didn't, happen around me and from, like, where I'm from and, my pocket of the world, so
Nah, it definitely starts that way. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I got
Even with preface, I'm talking about EST, Breonna Taylor,
yeah,
build that up. So if you're from the outside, you kinda saying, "Oh, okay," all the way down to his interludes with Broadway and
right.
18
yeah,
piece
No,
18
bro.
piece Spice. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
those are gems or, like, even, like, his picture in front of the towers or whatever, like,
yeah,
that was just on the news. They was just talking about how they was about to rename it and all this stuff, and I'm
yeah,
talking to my girl, "That's where Lamont shot his stuff at, da, da, da," yeah.
yeah,
You feel me? Like, if you from Louisville, these are
you know,
ingrained in the
you know,
conversations in the background or even in the forefront, you feel me? Like, it's
yeah.
everywhere, like, so go ahead, Rashad.
When we took those pictures in front of that, they thought I was in New York. People was like,
That's what
man, they thought I
thought you
was in
was
New
in
York.
Marcy, nigga.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's crazy.
Grand Marcy, nigga. Where you from, nigga?
Like, I'm sitting here wondering, I don't want you to be offended by this. Like, did you make good grades in high school? Like when basically I'm trying to get around to like when did you start being able to study something so well that you're like, no, I wasn't into this shit when I was, in high school and
Yeah.
before, but you how you speak about music, the stuff you understand about it, like, I don't know, like it's just you just
So
one day woke up like, no, I want to study this. Did you
nah,
study
so
like that in high
damn, that's
school? You know
crazy.
what I
That's
mean?
crazy. Yeah, no, I actually did. So I always tell people this, the type of person I am, like, I care a lot about the shit that I care about.
Mhm.
I I cared about like in school, going to St. X. So like in middle school, elementary was fine. Middle school was like those years where I was kind of like I was bad as fuck. You know what I mean? And
Kind of natural though.
yeah, like I was all over the place,
Right.
and I didn't really care about a lot of shit. But then like around seventh grade, and they was like, "Hey man, if you trying to like get into a decent school, you're gonna have to tighten up on everything." So I started tightening up. I tell everybody in middle school, like people that know me, that went to no middle with me, I was wearing a shirt and tie to school in eighth grade. I literally changed my whole approach of going to school so I wouldn't get in trouble because I couldn't have no more like referrals or nothing like that, or I wouldn't have been able to go to St. X. You know what I'm saying? So then once I got into high school, I'm so competitive that like, and we in here with all, we in there with all guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm competing in the classroom and I'm competing on the football field. You know what I'm saying? And I'm competing. Man, my mom's dropped me off, dog. My first day going to say that's my freshman year, dog. My mama cried, looking at me. She's like, man, go in there and like, show these people like who you are. You get what I'm saying? It was a big deal for me and my family, me going to that school. You get what I'm saying? Like it was everything to me. Like I tell everybody that I wouldn't be the man that I am if it wasn't for that school. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I honestly feel like I'd be dead if it wasn't for that school. It made me competitive in school, like literally. Like I'd be in that motherfucker and the teacher ask a question and I'd be trying to get the answer. And if another motherfucker raised their hand before me, I'd be hot. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in there like, man, this bitch ass nigga, like you know what I mean? And I learned my study habits and shit from there, like just the teachers and shit. It's a lot of teachers there, man. Like shout out to Mr. Bergamini, Miss Jefferson. Like it's a lot of Miss Pacheco. Like my writing teacher, bro, I wrote Barack Obama a letter in high school, and it got published in the newspaper. It's on my album cover. It's on your shirt. The newspaper article right there. That's a letter. That's a letter I wrote to Barack Obama. He wrote me back. They published that shit in the paper. He wrote me back. You know what I mean? And I ain't even want to do that shit, but like, no, just knowing who I am, I'm an overachiever. Especially like if it's a teacher and I fuck with a teacher, and the teacher come to me like, hey, like, come on now, like we gotta, make sure I do what I gotta do. So I literally my study habits came from high school for sure. And this is the funny thing, Marcus. You ain't gonna believe this, but Nate Allen is the person that told me he was like, "Bro, you should go to school for music." And I was like, "What you talking about?" He was like, "Bro, you should." He's like, "You the only person I know be breaking everything down." Like I was a nigga that press pause. You hear what he just said? Real G's moving silence like lasagna. They like, what you talking like, nigga? It's the G silent. You know what I mean? I
Right.
was I was that dude. So he literally told me that shit, and I was like, man, go to school for music. What you talking about? He told me that shit. And I just started trying it out and I was ass. I wasn't good, you know what I mean? So I was just like, I gotta figure this shit out. It's
Mm.
amazing. I always thought that shit was amazing, bro. Like I always thought like it was amazing how people can piece shit together. And I was late to the party on a lot of shit. Like that's what I said about Nas. I was late to the party on it, so I was studying all of that shit. Literally. I sat in the yard, bro. I sat in the chair, had a notebook and was writing, balling up paper, throwing that shit in the yard, dog. Like testing out shit. And I didn't really find any ground until I start speaking like my story. I was trying to
Mm.
rap like everybody else, sound like everybody else until I start speaking my story and the shit that I was going through. That's when everything started clicking for me. Literally,
Two things.
nothing else worked.
I think we have the realest reason on record to why his name's Study. For one, that's the realest. I think. And then two, the careful curation of the craft. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't know this, but like, you're the kind of person who like you got to find the answer to the question.
For sure.
Like, that's the reason, like, I'm sure that, like, most of the shit you've done, you've figured out yourself type shit.
For sure. For sure.
Man, I'm not saying you didn't have help or somebody didn't
No,
point you
you
in the
no,
right
you right.
direction,
I literally just talking about this yesterday. I was like,
and that's how you've gained so much ground is because you just answer the questions that are asked, like, that you
for
asked
sure.
type shit, and then over time, you next thing you know, it's just like, you
And I
know.
don't mind listening either. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd have to have some kind of trust in you though, for me to like really hear you out and listen to you. And that's tough, trusting people and shit. But you get what I'm saying? For
Yep,
sure.
yep, yep, yep. How in the hell did your interludes with Broadway and 18 piece even come about?
Man, nah, yeah, old girl, she so the 18 piece the 18 piece came.
And
Brody was
I
just
get
like
what is it, cello too? I ain't gonna lie, cause isn't that the
cello,
name?
cello, yeah,
Cello.
cello,
Hey,
yeah, yeah.
that's my
That's my
favorite.
little cousin.
That's my favorite one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's my little cousin. That's my little cousin.
That's
Yeah,
my favorite one.
yeah, that's my little cousin, man. He
Niggas
he
is
be
hoes,
follow him, man.
nigga.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Shout out to Cello, man.
I swear,
Follow
that's
him,
the
bro.
realest.
That's the double back.
That sounds like some shit that I didn't heard before. Like that's why I'm
Yeah,
like when I heard
Some real
shit like that,
level
I'm
shit.
like, that is so this, and that's how I heard it too. You niggas is some hoes, nigga.
nigga, quit fucking playing
Playing
with
me.
me.
I swear, dog. But
Yeah,
nah,
so I just I literally when I write out my, the tapes and stuff like that, like so. Then I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna announce this. Like I got 3 tapes complete after these. The next tape I put out, I don't want to take no shine off of Ville Legend. You know what I mean? But the next one I put out, that's my favorite tape. You know what I'm saying? But when I
gosh,
piece
you
them
heard what
together,
he said last time,
yeah,
y'all. He said
that's
this is
my
his best shit. So he said this is my best shit to date. Now
yeah,
my
cause
niggas is
it's fresher. It's just no, like I told you about the eras. I
mm-hmm,
told you about the eras. This
mm-hmm.
era is the best era because I'm not I ain't struggling no more. I've overcame a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? You can hear it. You know what I mean? I've grown as an artist. I love where I'm at now. Like the shit that where I'm at now is it's a great place. You get what I'm saying?
How would you describe where you were at with this project?
Man, damn. So I'll go ahead and kick it like this. So I come from a big family and shit. You know what I'm saying? And around that time, me and my family was still locked in super solid.
Mm-hmm.
Super solid, you know? So I was fully immersed in everything that comes with struggling in Louisville, like, like poverty and just hatred, fucking trauma, like all of that shit. I was fully in
Immersed.
quicksand with that. I was like burning, bro, on fire, on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I was making all of that. It was easy for me to create that. That's not easy for me to create that type of music. It's not easy for me to make that shit because I'm not living that anymore. So now I'm outside of it and I'm not as close with my family anymore. So like with the new, you know what I mean? That's why I was like, I gotta piece this shit out the right way because if I would have put the stuff out now that I'm doing, people would be like, man, hold up. He sound like like what's going, you know what I mean? Like what's going on? So like, yeah, we're not as close anymore, and I'm not there anymore. That's why it's so refreshing. I can just sit back and kick my feet up because that era is kind of closed for me a little bit, and I can always go back there if something, if the beat talks to me a certain way and it brings up something. The beat's like a therapist for real, for real shit. Like literally, you sit back and you listen to the beat, you listen to the production, and then it tells you like what to speak about. Like it sets the topic and shit for you. For me at least. And I don't ever go into anything saying like, oh man, I'm about to go make a song about my mom or I'm about to make a song about my pops and shit like that. It just comes to me naturally. So yeah, I'm not there anymore at all.
I was gonna ask you that because some, songs like, I guess Daddy's Boy, I would think Black Queens. That's why I call it art, bro, because like Black Queens, like it hurts.
Yeah,
Okay, that song hurts. Like I ain't gonna lie,
yeah,
like, but it's the proper diagnosis of
yeah.
trauma. Like it really is.
Literally. It's
Like
literally what it
I
is.
wasn't made for you. You wasn't made for me. Da da da. Like
I
talking,
wasn't meant to be the nigga that you want me to be. What do you
bro.
see in me?
Right. That's why I'm. bro. That's why we'll get
I
to it. Like,
wasn't meant for you because you was really raised to go against me. My
yep,
mama prepped me for all of the shit you used against me.
yep. Hey, that's why I'm like, we'll get into the bars later. But like even Daddy's Boy, that and then before we even get into that, speaking on the interludes, I felt like they were properly placed within. Oh, that's funny. She's clowning. Blah blah blah. Yeah. What she say? Chicken in the butt. What she say? Yeah,
Knick knack,
this dirty
paddywhack,
man
give a dog
talk
a
about.
bone.
Yeah, that's it. And you laughing, and then it goes into the next song, and the
Dead
weight's
ass
heavy on
serious.
that shit. As soon as you come in, and it's like that shit's funny, right? That shit's
Yeah.
funny, right? But the consequences of someone in that
This is
state of
how I look
mind,
at this is yeah.
and then the same way with, you build like an Astro, you build like Saint
Yeah,
Eagle, you feel me? And then going into daddy issues, or daddy's boys, and talking
for
about,
sure.
and then even with that song, I got it's all mixed together. I gotta go ahead and get it out. With daddy's boys being inverted, as soon as you come in, you thinking daddy's boys, and then it inverts it to talk about the things we
Cut that shit out.
carry along with it. Shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Me and my pops, man, yeah, me and my pops, we cool
That's
now.
the
We kind
roller.
of, we cordial, but we wasn't, but my pops downloaded Spotify to listen to my shit. I had to talk him through downloading Spotify, and
King
yeah,
James.
but my fault.
No, no, you good, you good.
Yeah, nah, but man, me and pops is cool now. He called me after he listened to it. He was crying. You know, I shed a tear talking to him. He called me. He's like, man, it's shit's amazing. He's like, I can't believe that I had something to do with creating you type shit. You know what I mean? And cause we wasn't close. We was never close. We still not close. We cool. You get what I'm saying? He's the OG. You feel me? Like he's like the OG type shit.
Right,
Like,
right.
we cool. We don't got a true father and son relationship. That's my nigga though. And we didn't have words and stuff because he didn't like when I first started making music and stuff. He didn't like because I was airing out everything. And I just talked to him and I was just like, hey, this is my story. If I'm lying on you, that's another thing. But like, this is my story. You get what I'm saying? So my mom's joking shit. Like my mom called me. She's like, hey nigga, you gonna have to give me some royalties, bro. You keep on using my. She said, nigga, I know how to read now. she start, she start popping. She start popping shit. Like I keep trying. But, she's like, I'm just fucking with you. She said, that shit's tough. She's like, just don't lie on me. Just don't lie on me, and I'm good.
Man, for people who know the story, if you haven't, go ahead, go get Ville Legend now. It's out now. Shameless plug. Plug it shamelessly, you know what it is. But at the same time, man, it's just like, I'm glad to hear that. Hearing the stories, you know what I'm saying, from it is just like, as far, like you said, the story itself, an artist has to have a story. It has to have a dope story. You feel me?
For
That's
sure.
the difference. But like,
I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful
just
for that for
as you
sure.
go through the ebbs and flows, and for them to have that perspective, and for you to have that perspective and be able to speak on it, and that I mean, that's probably part of the healing, bro, for
That's why I
everybody.
was man. Listen, my pops don't cry, man. My pops don't cry at all. He ain't that. He ain't never been on that. You know what I mean? So him calling me and expressing that to me, that was to me. I don't even know why. That was the biggest compliment that I could have gotten. Like me hearing him tell me what he told me. Like literally, I was like, hey, I had the best day out there. You know what I mean? After I talked to him and shit, it was out
Of course.
3, 4 days before he even got to listen to it. Him expressing that to me, like he was like, man, I'm speechless. Like I don't even know what to say. Like that was my greatest compliment that I got, and I didn't even know that would. It's not like I was longing for that or anything. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't. I know he think I'm dope. My pops think I'm dope in everything that I do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But just how it affected him, him listening to it, him knowing my story, him knowing what I've been through and shit, it was special to me. And I didn't even know that I would care. You get what I'm saying? If someone would have asked me like how I would have felt if he said what he said, I don't think I would
Hmm.
have been able to say like, oh yeah, man, I would have I'll probably get emotional or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what makes it inspiring. Like, it's a Louisville story. Like, we all touched in a way by the
Same
whole,
shit.
just yeah, our family. You can't run away from family, bro.
For
Family's
sure.
family, right? And we all gotta, whether it's a small piece or a big piece of our family, who were affected by this in some of these ways. But listening to you on the back end talk about it, that's what makes it inspirational. You, as a listener, you listening to this, the intimacy of it, you're like, why can't we start achieving those things? Why can't I achieve that in my family? Why can't me speaking our truth or just whatever
For
lead
sure.
into the same thing? And that is, that itself is like a perpetual energy. It's like I don't it's freeing. Maybe it's freeing, you know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel. That's how I feel, literally. That's how I feel.
Do you feel like it's done more like, I guess in that way, like, I don't know. I guess I don't know how to ask it, but has it done more for you like in that way than
Hell yeah. Hell
actually
yeah.
just dropping a project and just feeling like free to like
Bro,
I finally dropped some music.
I felt like I dropped a piece of my life.
Okay.
You
That's
get
what
what I'm
yep,
saying? Like
yep.
I thought I did it in real life, but I hadn't yet. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
that shit was like I was holding on to that. Me holding on to that music was me holding on to that. You get what
As
I'm saying?
now
Literally.
now you
Literally.
saying some shit now.
No,
You
literally.
saying some shit.
I didn't know like bro, I don't even putting this project out made me go back and listen to I Still Rap and I had to listen to that. It's like me listening to Ville Legend almost like I'm like that shit over. You know what I mean? It's almost like me opening, you know what I mean? A little bit like, but I gotta go get it and I gotta get it pieces of it, bits and pieces. Like when I put I Still Rap out, I'll listen to that shit all day. People would be around me like, man, what's that? Man? It's me.
Right.
With this, I'm like, I can breathe. You know what I mean? I feel like I can breathe,
Mm,
literally. Like I feel like I've been breathing better and chilling. You know, I ain't been working. I ain't been going to the gym or nothing. I might start the 75-day hard on Sunday. I ain't
okay.
been doing nothing. I've just been like, I've been sleeping in a little bit.
Right.
You say that freedom. You know, I've been feeling like I can breathe like better. You know what I'm saying? From that, that's how much that shit meant to me. You know, I could have put this tape out before. Like really, I could have pieced that shit together and put it out before. You know, but like I didn't. I was like holding on to that shit. You know, I was like literally holding on to it. I was just
So
like, I'm like, this is too vulnerable. Like this is me putting myself out there. You know what I mean? With everything,
mm,
because I'm super vulnerable. Like that's my talent. Like, and I got that from like M listening and studying M. Like Eminem so dope because he gonna say some wild ass shit. I'm gonna snap your neck in the like a popsicle stick in a popsicle. You know, like all of that. Like what? You gonna put your hands on a female? You know what I mean? He's like being like you know, he's being vulnerable. He's just saying like whatever, you know, like and and that's what I do. I'm just like, bro, I'm gonna just get this shit up off of me. But like literally getting that shit up off you is putting that shit out there all the way. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, because
Cause
like,
if you don't, you're just replaying your trauma. That's what I was doing. I'm playing this shit over, and you know what I mean.
my
Replaying
god,
my trauma to myself.
my
You get what I'm
gosh,
saying? Like literally.
studying yourself.
Literally, and I'm making, you know, like I'm judging myself
Hey, he's a Rashad. He's
too.
just about to make me just like, I don't know, drop some shit. I've been
No,
Nah, yeah, I
this
tell bro, we
shit's
here for a
deep.
short time, not a long time.
that's like a PSA to
Shit's
like
deep.
artists who's just like be holding you.
Let that
You
You
shit
might be
might be
go.
holding more
doing
than
more
yourself.
harm. You're doing more harm by not getting it away.
So
Like if you're
music is
just
like
rapping about
conversation.
fun, if you just it might be different, you know, like I know people gotta tweak things and stuff like that, but literally when everything is something you've lived and it's you know, that's why it's so dope and it's why it's special to me because I'm able to put my life on wax, like literally, you know, like I don't when I say that I'm not playing at all.
Right. You don't take it for granted at all.
Yeah, I don't take that for granted. I'm literally able to like take two parts of my life, one trouble area, and connect it with the a positive. I listen to music every day, so I can connect my negativity and make my negativity beautiful, sound beautiful. You get what I'm saying? And look, you know, like I'm able to do that, but getting it off and putting it out there and allowing other people to connect with it and gain what they, you know, get what they get from it and stuff. Like my pops, I feel like that was him crying, that was a relief from him to where it's like, man, damn, like, all right, like that was something for him too. You get what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's therapeutic, and all of that, but like just being able to just like let that shit go. Let that shit go. And that's the mode I'm in right now.
That's deep. That's deep.
It was so simple but complex that I ain't said that because I'm wrapping my mind around it.
Right. Yeah. My mind's kind of
Like,
blown. I ain't even gonna lie because like this is deep psychology.
So
I dropped this tape that was my life that I was
This isn't about
hoarding. Is deep.
That's what I was about
Imma
to
have to
say.
go back and watch this clip again so I can
yeah,
hear you
like
say it again.
so it's deep to the point where, and like I know artists doubt themselves all the time. But like when you talking about your life and this shit and it's connected to this shit, it adds a whole nother element to it. You get what I'm saying? Like you feel like people feel like they're not good enough or whatever, like, oh, I'm not good enough or this ain't good enough or they gonna this, they gonna that, like when that's your life connected to it, cause somebody tell you trash or somebody don't like it or something that, you might feel like, oh man, they don't like that's my life, or whatever. But it ain't about that. That's just your way of getting your shit off. You can't look at it that way. It's just subjective. You know what I'm saying? But like you can't
Mhm.
sit in that and just sit around and be like, it make you feel even worse when it's your story though. Like people be like, man, you need to put some music out, dog. Put some music out, dog. Put some, you like, all right, I know. And then you going back and you listen to this traumatic shit. You know what I mean? It's not,
See, that's what I
it's
be
not always
that's
positive.
the clown
It's
tears, though.
amazing that we can talk about it in a positive way, but this shit ain't positive. Like Black Queens ain't positive. That's not positive.
That's
You
what I'm
feel me?
saying. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
speaking on the negative. Boo Baby ain't positive.
Right.
How he beat the case, bought another case, shot him, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it's not positive, but it happened. You get what I'm saying? It happened. So you making good out of a messed up situation. You trying to make something light of it. I guess you get what I'm saying.
No, we do. Yes. We do know. We do know. That's why we sit here like,
The
yes, we
stuff
have
you saying
experienced all this. We have experienced all this together, like, just in our
it
different
is
ways.
bigger than what you saying. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just what you just said ain't just pertaining to Ville Legend.
Or
Like,
So
music.
that can
for
right, it can go to anything. That's why it's so deep.
Right. It's a psychological, like
and I'm far removed from that shit too, though. Like I don't even live like I like I'm grateful that I'm able to be here to tell the story and be on the outside looking in of the story. I'm not inside of that shit no more. I'm not. That shit ain't holding me like hostage no more at all. You get what I'm saying? I'll say that all the time. I'm far removed from it. Like my life is peaceful now. I still deal with certain things, but I don't deal with it in the rocky way that I kind of grew
yeah,
up
right.
with. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's not like that no more.
Yeah.
It's a different thing now. But it's still, trauma in it because Imma always deal with things that like, I'm not intimate. I'm not a very intimate person. You
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? I'm not super romantic. I don't even know how to express myself all the way, and I'm not afraid to say it. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
My fault. Yeah, like I don't even know how to express my feelings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So the music helps a lot, but I literally don't. I'm the big brother that if I miss you, you know what I mean? When I was younger, I'm gonna tickle you and shit, fuck with you. You know what I mean? What's up, that, and that? And I'll do my girls like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm dating somebody or something like that, they be like, motherfuckers, you doing? Why you keep tickling me? Cuz?" And I'll be like, man,
That's funny.
I miss you. You get what I'm saying? They're like, what you mean? I'm
Right.
like, my mom's ain't kids, you know what I mean? But I don't be wanting to have that as an excuse, but you know how they talk about things, you have traumas and stuff from your childhood, and it's like, do you wanna be like that? What makes you who you are, it's not that you wanna be I don't think you wanna be like that. It's like you're the way that you are, you get where you are in life. I feel like a lot of people have allowed me to kinda like get by because like I'm solid at the end of the day. I
Mhm.
know I'm a solid person or whatever, but a lot of people have never held me accountable for shit
Right, at the same
because
time.
I'm talented in certain things. So they're like, oh man, he's good, he's good,
I
he's
trust
good.
him. Yeah.
he's good, he's good, he's good. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I need to be pushed still.
Yeah, I need people to I always tell people that man, hold me accountable. If you need me to be there, like if you telling me, hey bro, we hopping on at 9. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And I'm over here struggling trying to get the app downloaded and everything. And if you hit
Right.
me like, hey bro, I said, nah, dog, come on, what's going on? Like I'm not about to be upset with you about that. I'm gonna be more like, I don't want this nigga Marcus to say nothing to me next time. So I'm gonna make sure I'm on, you know what I mean? Hold me accountable. Cause I've never had that. You get what I'm saying? Like I've never had that. I've always done what the fuck I want to do, and that's it's not good. You know what I mean? It's not good.
And you know you're at
I'm
your
not I'm
best.
not properly, people like, man, you ain't got no damn home. I don't have no home training. So I learned from people. I still literally I studied. When I was
Study.
growing up, I literally would be inside of people's house. Like y'all know Tevin Bradley?
Drink every time
Y'all know
you hit him
Tevin
with a
Bradley?
30.
Yes. I think he went to Ballard,
He
didn't he?
did, and he transferred to St. X. Dog, we played for the Yellow Jacks together when I was a kid. His pops would pick me up from the projects and shit, and take me to practice. But I would go out to their house and I would be amazed, dog. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like they got a house, they had a pool in the backyard. That's my first time getting to see a real family operate with a man and a woman in the household. Us coming in there, him driving a pickup truck and shit, him having 2 kids, they both having their own room, like, hey, dinner's ready, like sitting at the table, eating together, praying together, and all of that. I literally would watch that shit and be like, damn, like so I know how shit's supposed to be. I don't know the emotional connection that created that. You get that created that family, but I know what it looked like. You know what I mean? I know what it made me feel like, and I know what it seemed like. It felt like, you know how you watch somebody, you like, damn, like you might see one of your friends talking crazy to their mom or something like that, and they got a really good, dope mom or whatever. You know what I mean? I was the nigga that, hey, bro, hey, dog, I'm gonna smack the fuck out you, dog. Don't keep talking to your moms like that. Cause my mama talking crazy to me. You know what I mean? My mama
Mhm.
talking wild to me. And that's why
Mhm.
my mouth's bad. I tell everybody that I'm speaking because people talk to me, they're like, damn, you don't even seem like you would talk like it. I'm like, bro, I'm speaking from how people talk when I was a kid. Like all the people out here, the shit I would hear, like bro, I was growing up, I'd be riding on my big wheel, a nigga from the neighborhood would look at me and be do me like that. And I'm a little kid, I'm look pointing back at him, He's like, man, little bitch ass me. I'm like, nigga, fuck you, bitch ass. I'm 6 years old. You get what I'm saying? So that's where I'm speaking from. It ain't like, oh, this is what the message I'm trying to kick on. It's literally my story, and this is how the characters in my story talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Literally.
Yep.
I got two things.
I
They
feel like
don't really relate, but I need to get them out before I forget. First one, I'm sure you have. You thought about making your life into a show? Cause I'm
I mean you
really
do
interested in what
you
you're
him
saying, like how you're talking about your own
Yeah.
life and like, oh, I had to go over here and like literally study these people to figure, you know what I mean? Like on some real shit.
That's crazy. I say like our junior year in high school, my junior year, like just the way my life was and shit, just all of that. But it's like I said, it's errors of it. But for sure, like when I watched Vince Staples show, I'm like, man, damn, I
and
could
that's what I
go.
was
I could
literally
have some
about to
shit.
I was
See,
literally about to say the same.
so
I
we on
was
the same
literally yeah,
page.
we're
We
all
on
on
the
the
Yeah,
cause
same
yeah,
page.
definitely.
We're
that's
all
that's
You're
what
not the
I'm
first person.
getting.
Yeah, you ain't the first person that said
That's
something to
what
me
I'm
about that.
getting. Like I'm
Yeah,
like,
if we're not the first
definitely.
people,
bro,
that means we're not gonna be
like
the last people. If we ain't gonna be the
For
last
sure.
people, we're gonna have to
For
like
make this
sure.
shit ourselves.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
literally don't mean to disrespect you, but I legit think it's funny you talking about, yeah, I tickled my girl. Like, that's hilarious, bro. Like, if that was in a
Literally, that's
show,
the
I would be
way.
crying, bro.
Dog,
And then
man,
he'd
this
be
shit
like,
so
she'd be like, "What?" He'd be like, "I just miss you."
Right. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know
I
how to
won't say
tell
that right
you. Like,
away. I
right,
won't say
right.
that right away.
No,
I get the,
no. Yeah,
in the
right.
beginning they like, oh, it's just, but then they like, damn, bro, this is month 6. You still doing this tickling shit. I'm
Like,
like,
bro,
I love you.
that's
I don't know how to
crazy.
show
Right,
you
Right.
that I
right.
love you.
It would have to come at like a pivoting
Yeah, I don't
moment or
know how
some
to
shit.
show you that I love you because
Right. I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm not even gonna tell
yeah,
you some shit like that if I don't even love you type shit.
the only time I was shown like, like that love shit and affection always came like if my mom was crying and shit, or my mom's going through something or whatever, my mom would look at me and be like, I wouldn't run to comfort my mother. I'd wait. I'd sit, I'd be like looking like, like everything straight type shit. And then my mom would be like, hey, can you give me a hug? And there was times I'd get a hug in, you get what I'm saying? And it felt real. You know what I mean? Like, and I
Mm,
knew it was like she's hugging me because she need me. You get what I'm saying? This is something that she need or whatever. But like, it wasn't like I wasn't getting that all the time, so I don't really know how to. And we would tell each other we love each other when we say fucked up things to each other and shit. You know what I mean? And then we come back and try like, man, I love you. We fight each other and shit or whatever, you know what I mean? Growing up family and shit, we argue, we fight, and then you come back and like, man, we gotta love each other. We family type thing. And the older I got, I was like, I don't fuck with that shit. Like I stopped going to Thanksgiving and shit with my family and stuff in high school. I was like, this shit ain't real. I don't want to be around. I don't want to be around this fake ass energy. Like shit ain't even real. You know what I mean? Like this ain't love. This ain't what love is. Because I always been shown love from other people. People always showing me love, and I don't even know how to accept that shit. You know what I mean? Like I'll self-sabotage shit. Like
mhm,
literally.
yeah,
I didn't ask that man. I done asked one of the homies. I ain't even gonna say his name 'cause I don't want to embarrass him or nothing like that. Man, he reached out to me on the internet and shit. He's like, man, bro, you trying, kick it. We went to the gym once. And then I look up, I'm like, damn, bro, I done talk to this nigga every day. Like the past 7 days, I like confronted him and I was like, bro, like, what you doing? Like, what you trying to do? Like, what you on? He's like, what you mean? I was like, why you trying to be my friend? Like, we grown as hell. Like, why you trying to be my friend? He was like, bro, you don't remember? Like, bro, we hung out in high school and stuff like that. Bro, I didn't even remember. He like had to break down a story to me. I was like, damn. That's a whole little era of my childhood I don't even remember, you know what I mean? But
mm,
I'm, like, on some old, like, guarded shit, like, "Why you trying to be friends with me for? Like, what are you on? Like, what's your intentions with this? Or, like, what's your motive?" You get what I'm saying? But that's all, man, that's all trauma, dog. That's
it
all trauma,
is.
for sure. So I try to double down with the speaking with my therapist and, creating and making, my music and shit.
He
Okay,
needs
the
his
other
own show.
thing
He needs his own
the
show.
other thing real quick, rewind back to you talking about your father saying to you, what'd he say about, "Oh, I can't believe
I can't
that
believe I had something to, do with, like,
do with
creating you.
creating you." Like, in a fucked up way, it's like
Damn, I know what you about to say.
You're right.
like,
I know what you about to say.
like, made this happen, like, you know what I mean?
If it
Like,
went I literally said
you're
that.
talking
That's
you're
some
talking
This
about
Batman
nigga
the
was in
shit.
my
stories.
life.
That's some
My
Batman shit.
trauma, I'm grateful for all the bullshit I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like, every piece of it, like, I'm grateful for it because I look at other artists that are very, very talented. Man, there's so many people I know that's more talented than me. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And the only thing that makes me still confident and stand 10 toes in this shit is, like, it's my story. You get what I'm saying? I'm not out here rapping about just rapping. Like I'm telling my story. I know how to turn my life into songs. I know how to do that very well, and that's my thing. But like I'm grateful to even have that. I'm grateful to I tell them though, I'm like, man, y'all lucky. Like people with kids, I tell people with kids all the time, I'm like, dog, I'm jealous of you. They like, what you mean? I'm like, you have purpose. You literally got purpose. You wake up and you got purpose every single day. You got purpose that's calling for you every day. You get what I'm saying? It's coming to you every day. I don't know what that feel like. You know what I mean? I don't know what that feel like on either side. So like if I had a child, I don't even really know how to. I feel like I'd be great because of everything I've been through and the way that I think. The way that I look, I'll sit back and like
More that's most important.
I'm not too into my own ego or anything to like take baby steps with shit and be patient. You get what I'm saying? And to listen or to you see people all the time, and we know people that done been brought up fucked up and like, man, my dad wasn't in my life, my dad, and they doing the same shit, bro. They not in their kid's life, or they being fucked up to their kid, or like this is how I was raised. I don't look at it like that. I'm not gonna ever tell my kid like this is how I was raised and like nah, that shit wasn't cool. That didn't make that, you know what I mean? That didn't a lot of the shit make you stronger and stuff like that, but I
But
wanna be able to build some mental strength in my kid through some other shit. You know what I'm saying? In a different way. It don't have to be
more
traumatic.
constructive. Right.
It
You'll
don't
be
have to
more
be traumatic. That's
constructive.
why my memory's so good. I remember traumatic shit. You know what I mean? Like I
Mm.
remember like the traumatic shit. It's easy to remember
It's easy to remember your
traumatic.
losses, it's hard to remember your wins.
Man, it's easy, bro. I was like 2.5 years old, dog. Motherfuckers ran. My mom was selling drugs and shit, dog. Motherfucker ran in my mom's crib. My mom owed some motherfuckers money. Motherfucker came there. The dude I'm named after a nigga named Lamont. That's not my dad. But the nigga I'm named after, he was upstairs. All them niggas came in my crib, dog. I'll never forget, bro. Like, the Kool-Aid pitcher and everybody. My mama was fighting for her fucking life, dog. Fighting all the way to the kitchen, grabbing the refrigerator door handle and opening that shit up and the Kool-Aid spilling out of the fridge. I'll never forget like all of that. This is back in the big t-shirt underwear days. Like when you were a little kid, you just put your big t-shirt on, you want me to go to bed or whatever, your underwear or whatever. And I ran upstairs and got him. He ran down there and him and dude fought. Him beating dude up and then going to get his gun and shit. I'm sitting here, I'm watching. I got the best camera view ever. You get what I'm saying? If I had some meta glasses on back then, you get what I'm saying? Like what I was able to see and witness, like the dude took his t-shirt, he had a white tee and it was bloody as fucking, he just laid it on our fence. You know what I mean? I ain't never gonna forget that. I'll never forget that. And then dude grabbing his gun and my mom's like, "What you about to do?" He's like, "Man, I'm gonna go kill this nigga." And I understood, like the older I got, I understood like he better go try to get him so he don't get him. You get what I'm saying? I'm about to go. I done beat his ass already. Now I gotta go kill him type shit. You get what I'm saying? I understood that at an early age. I understood like I get it. You know, it's fucked up, but I understood it.
Yeah, because you ain't supposed to remember shit that young. Like,
You know, like
and
I remember shit, bro, just
remember shit
from
so vividly.
trauma,
That's
dog.
trauma.
Trauma, bro. I'll never forget.
But you on, I guess how it's all started, like you talking about, being the best artist and this and that. Some people would just give it, like, I heard people all the time, I hate Kendrick's voice. I hate this. I hate that. But he got the best story. He has one of the best
Sorry.
stories. You feel me? Like when you have you can't recreate that. Like that's why with everybody rapping nowadays, you know that's the key standout. And like you just fluently being able to transfer that. Like
And you grow with that story too. You grow with that story. That's just like when Kendrick was just talking about having writer's block and shit like that. I was like, duh, of course you gonna go through it because you tapping into you tapping into new territory when you grow from. That's why I tell you about
You
the shit
told
that's
your
coming out after
story
this.
already.
You told your story. You're gonna continue to tell your story, but your story's changing. You're not good kid, Mad City no more. You know what I mean? You a man now. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta go back. When you in the beginning of a story, or you reading a memoir, they start from the beginning, from as far back as they can remember. You get what I'm saying? Then we push forward. And the story ain't what bro say at the end of that, niggas still gonna be talking to you after you dead and gone. On grace. On grace at the end. You know what I mean? Niggas still gonna be talking about you after you dead and gone. Story ain't over. It's not over.
While we sitting here talking about Good Kid, Mad City, this is specifically in my notes. Like, uh, I hit you up. I told you that this is.
Yeah. That shit gave me anxiety, boy, when you hit me up about that.
And I'm dead serious. Like, I'm not.
I
I
knew
ain't
you
just
was.
saying
I was
that
like,
shit.
I knew you was. It was random. Like I'm like, it was random.
I told him it was one of the best releases in Louisville history, and I'm not joking.
man,
And it's
y-
because of the storytelling. It's because of the feeling.
right. It has right, exactly. Like a nigga we could talk about the bars later. Like
It's the story, it's
it's literally
the feeling,
about
it's the production, it's how it's mixed, it's everything
if
that
I had
just
to choose a project to represent me, put it
It's fire.
choose one. Choose
It's fire.
one.
It's
To
dope.
for the you feel me? I'd be
That's
like,
dope. That's love.
I'd have to. Like, if you were like try to capture the sound or the momentum or just the time or just like that's why the project is so good to me. Because
That's
like
dope.
I feel it was a dope like just artistry together. The pictures, like what you talked
That's dope.
about, like you captured something. You
Yeah.
captured something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a UFO or some shit. I don't know what's on that
That's
picture,
dope.
but my nigga captured something that happened
Yeah,
that you niggas did not capture. You feel me?
for sure.
You feel that's just like
That's
that's
dope,
what
man.
I'm
yeah.
it's like it's weird because I'm like, I don't know if I'm scared to or hesitant to say it, but it's almost like to prove it. It's to prove it.
Because of the history of this shit, man. The reason I feel like with Illmatic and shit, like when you go back to Illmatic, you never heard nothing. You know what I mean? And people was rapping, but that shit wasn't reaching nobody back then. You get what I'm saying? You had people rapping and stuff like that, but it just wasn't as much. Like now, it's like you got something dropping all the time. You know what I mean? You got people dropping all the time, so it's tougher to. That's just like the NBA when it was Jordan. You know what I mean? It was like, oh yeah, we ain't never he the GOAT. now you got all of these people like after that, and it's just like we gonna be comparing forever. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get tougher and tougher to kind of separate. You know what I mean? And times change, and the landscape change. Like everything is just different. You get what I'm saying? So, but I know exactly like where y'all coming from with that. That mean a lot. Mean a lot for sure. Cause that ain't my intentions. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can right, but that should I don't know, it's just weird, like the paradox, like the symmetry, like that's why it's freeing, and then when you finally do something freeing, it'd be like, that's your best shit. But then it almost feels not your best shit, but best shit to date because we got more to come.
I feel like it was a great follow up from I Still Rap.
I
That's why I
don't
had to go back and listen to I Still Rap.
I feel like it's a breakthrough maybe also because like who really makes music like this?
I don't know how to when
It's
people
especially
ask me, I be like,
from around here too, on
yeah,
top of
I
that.
don't know, period. Like I don't know any
They
I
even
don't know.
I'm
Like
not
I don't
trying to
know.
I'm not trying to over stereotype the Louisville music scene, but it's like kinda
Niggas
like
J. Cole me
old
to death,
school.
but a nigga told me I sound like a ghetto J. Cole.
That's what I've been it's like you J. Cole, and then on Standoff when it kicks up, "Replayed on a D-Day." It's like he sound like Schoolboy, but then he goes back to,
Yeah, ooh.
whatchamacallit, Vibrations, and he sounds like Kendrick again.
Yeah,
You feel me? I'm just like, yes, I agree with all that, but who around here in the 502 or in
yeah.
the state in general, like, who makes who
Nah, y'all don't think I think my thing that's why it'd be tough for me to get features and do features and stuff too,
that makes sense.
because it's a certain, sound.
That's why it feels like a breakthrough because the sound's a breakthrough too.
Yeah.
The Good Kid, Mad City, when we listened to that, that sound was a breakthrough, and then after that
Everything about it. Everything.
but then after that, people tried to kinda make it, but it could never be duplicated, so it kinda
Nah.
never was made again, you feel me?
He couldn't make it again.
Okay. That's
I
the same
can't
thing
make
you're saying
that
about
again. I can't make that
okay,
again.
as I was about to say.
That shit over
Alright.
That's
with.
a capture in time.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I'm
can't
talking
make
about.
that
That's art.
again.
That's
Yeah,
like
can't make that again. I
I
hate that I
gotta
can't I hate that I can't make it again. That
I gotta,
feeling
I'm
is
sorry.
bad. You
I'm
good.
I'm tripping.
no, no,
Go
no.
ahead.
'Cause I got a few albums that I'm like, this is I put this up there with these albums, like, as
Damn.
far as because it's like I said, you broke
Damn.
through on something, bro, that,
You did.
like, it's I don't you
It
can't
may
put it
take
in words
time,
exactly, right, and I know,
Damn.
right, somebody's gonna see this and be like, "Bro's
and
hyping the
we did put
nigga
in
up
work,
that's on
by the
his
way.
pod," you know what I mean, and I'm not. I'm
No,
for
no, no,
real.
no.
Nah.
That's what I
I
was
can
about
go to this album
that's
to
why I'm
pick
scared to
me up
say it. You feel me? Like,
and build me up the same way that I go to these albums I'm about to name.
Go
Man on the
ahead, name them
Moon,
off. Man on
the
the
Man on the
Moon is
Moon,
fire.
inspiration,
Kid
which was
Cudi,
the inspiration for this for yep, so keep going.
Good Kid, Mad City,
Okay.
Kendrick,
Yeah.
College Dropout, Kanye.
Yeah.
And these yes, since we've
Like
been
that,
alive,
I can feel something that I can't explain it.
Damn, that's
Why do
dope.
I
That's
go
how
listen
yeah.
to those when I'm down? I don't know, but those are my go-tos.
That's
I
tough.
told you I was down that day, and,
Yeah,
like,
that's what you told me.
instead of my same stuff, I was like, might as well listen to study shit. We got the early, access to it. My nigga
Early
sent it to
access.
us.
you know what's
Let
crazy?
Just I'm
everybody
si
know y'all got to rock out before
we got the
anybody.
We
early
Y'all
did.
got to
access,
Hey,
rock
for
out
nigga.
anyone
before
who didn't
anybody.
know, yes, we did. Yes,
Y'all
we
got
did. I
to
was
rock
He
listening
out
was
to it.
before.
We still had it. The song was No Deal. We didn't know
Yeah, the
Interlude
titles,
right,
those
and
titles
shit like that.
just fresh out,
right.
yeah.
He
But
was
that's
helping me through my day
I think
before
it was
you
even some
niggas.
skits and stuff on there that I didn't use
yeah, I
Right.
think
that
Yep.
y'all
so. I
had.
think
Yeah.
so. So we didn't.
That
I didn't
extra.
know.
We got the what is it? The extended edition.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got
Y'all
the.
got like the first rough to, and then I broke, we broke it down
Right,
to
right. But
yeah.
yeah, though it goes up there with those albums. Like
It.
for real, I can go to this and feel something.
That's
I
dope.
would. Nah, for real, man. I don't know, man. I'm up to send this, and it's crazy because I don't know if you know 35 KY Sports is who we
Yeah,
be
I've been
messing
seeing
with
it.
them sometimes. He sends me he sends me Lamont's video he posted today. He goes, "He's tough, man. Have y'all interviewed him yet?" I said, bro, we interviewing him right now. You got crazy timing. He goes, laughing my ass off. That's wild. Tell him I'm a fan.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
dope.
about.
Somebody just text me a picture of First Link, literally. That's why I just somebody sent me a picture of the First Link dude.
Like, why your finger in the air? You should do something.
Yeah.
You should. I don't know what you can
Pointing at
incorporate
these
to
low
this.
prices,
Right,
man. Just take a
prices,
look up
man.
there. Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy.
Hey, bro, it's
Man, the
crazy that you
love is,
feel that
bro.
way. It's
Man,
crazy
I'm
that you feel that
appreciative,
way.
bro. I'm appreciative, dog. Like, this shit make me. I ain't never had anything humble me like this, bro. Like literally, ever. I can't brag about it. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I don't know how I can brag about my like brag about your trauma. Or what you know what I mean? I don't know how to do that. So like I'm just grateful. You know, I'm grateful to be in the position that I'm in, bro. Like I say, I know a lot of people that are very, very talented. And I don't think that I would be able to continue to do this shit if I didn't get that love. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people out there, man. To anybody out there that's chasing anything, it's people out there that's in the field that you're in that see you. They know, you know what I mean? And if I can help anybody, like I tell you, dog, like with y'all, like, bro, any way I can help, I'm gonna help. You get what I'm saying? Because I wish I would have had help in various of ways, like in life, period. You get what I'm saying?
Be
Yeah,
the
man.
blessing you want to see.
I'm grateful, man, for the love for sure. Like that I get, like all of it, bro. Bro, it gives me anxiety, dog. Like literally. Like what I told him when he sent me that text message, bro, I look at shit and I be like, fuck, I start like locking up type shit. I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? I don't know how to feel. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how to feel because
That's
I
funny.
like it's new. That feeling is new.
Right,
Having
right,
people talk to you about stuff like that's it's new. It's new to me. And I gotta get used to it. You get what I'm
right.
saying? But I'm grateful. Like it ain't nothing. I don't feel like, yeah, like you know what I mean? It's
Hmm.
I thought I would feel like that, like scoring a touchdown, but I don't.
That's crazy.
I
I'm shitting
don't.
on you niggas.
Yeah, like I don't feel
A
like
nigga
that.
can't even spike the ball. A nigga
Bro,
handed
I
it back to
don't.
the ref.
It's
Right.
strange how it takes it eliminates my ego, dog. It's crazy. Like it keeps that shit in check to where it's like, man, bro, don't hey nigga, relax. You know what I mean? Like relax, be grateful for what's going on, you know, cause like this shit ain't always been like this. You know what I mean? It ain't
Yeah,
always been it
right.
ain't always been like this. You get what I'm saying? So and imagine and remember what you been went through to be able to even create this shit. I'm grateful for that, you know, like I didn't that's why that's why it's so surreal to me because like this wasn't my plan, bro. Like I always thought I knew what I would be doing at this age. You get what I'm saying? I always thought I'd be doing something different. So like this shit came out of left field, and I have to accept it. I've literally this year I've accepted it. Where I'm like, dog, I accept myself for who I am. I accept myself for what I am and what I have to offer this world. You get what I'm saying? And I accept that, and I'm gonna take it serious. This is my first time I ever really felt like an artist ever. You know what I mean? Like I ain't never felt I feel like and I'm grateful for it. You know what I mean? I don't take that shit for granted. I don't take it like, yeah, I'm steady. Like I thought I was gonna feel like that, bro. I don't. I don't. It makes me not. It don't make me want to like shit on nobody. It literally humbles me, bro. Like I was like, man, I want to start walking more. Like literally, I don't want to drive my cars and shit as much. You know, it make me more grounded. It make me want to, it make me feel real, bro. It make me like it's purpose. You get what I'm saying? It make me feel like more human. Like it make me feel like I can fit. You know what I mean? I kind of
I
fit
feel
in. I
like a
feel like I fit
man,
in a little bit. Like
Rashad.
I have my place. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like a man.
Yeah, like literally, it's crazy. I can't
Feels like
really
Paul
explain that
Robeson
shit.
Yeah.
in Russia. He feels like WB Du Bois in Ghana.
For
Feels
sure.
like
It's strange, bro. Like I'm like, damn, like what the fuck is this feeling, dog? Like it make me see everything. You know, some people acting a little different and shit now. You know, it's making me peep things and watch things and
mm,
how other people feel based off like off certain things.
that's weird.
I've been dealing with a lot of that shit, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. I ain't
So
gonna lie.
you lightweight had imposter syndrome.
Yes,
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah. I get like,
I
bro, y'all remember
relate.
when DMX went off on stage?
Yeah,
why me, Lord, all that. I feel that nigga. I feel him. I understand that. I literally understand that.
Maybe that's why it's just so powerful, bro.
I
Like,
always
for
thought I
real,
was just a
because it's
dirty project nigga, bro. Like literally, like that's how I looked at myself. I always say that, bro. You know anybody? I'm like, "Nah, I'm just a dirty nigga from the projects. I literally always say that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this shit's dope, man.
I, I don't even, like I said, that's why I feel like it's I don't know,
I had a few
feels
more
divine
questions,
in
but
that.
like the deepness, the depth of this, I honestly didn't know it was gonna
Me,
go
Yeah, no,
right.
me either,
I ain't either.
me either.
Like for real.
Get
In
into
my
y'all shit,
head,
man. Go ahead, get into y'all shit,
in
man.
my head, I got like a little light outline. If it goes a little left, a little right, that's cool. But but you can't plan this.
No,
It's my first time actually being able to really speak on it. I'll try to talk to people sometimes, but sometimes I'm like, man, like they might not. You know, y'all are basically giving me a safe space to be able to express how I feel. You get what I'm saying? I don't have that on the regular, so I appreciate y'all for that, for sure, for sure. You know what I mean?
definitely what we're here for.
I've grown appreciative of it. Just seems like it's happening more and more now. I don't know if we're getting, I don't want to say better at
Better
what
at
we're
it,
doing,
right?
but just like more
In
comfortable with it
tune.
to where,
I hear
right,
you.
more in tune. But I'm appreciative of that. I mean, we talk about this off camera a lot. Like, damn, like, we're learning about these people while learning about ourselves, even
Mm,
though
So,
we're the ones, talking. We ain't saying super deep shit, but like we are still learning about ourselves while we doing this stuff with
for sure.
people like you. Like it's crazy.
mm.
So I'm appreciative of this as well.
That's
Like
why
for
we
real.
call
For
it the
sure.
I community too, because like that's what we want it to be, as a safe space. We want people to understand that
That's literally
we
what it
will
is.
protect your story. Like we will, like you come on
I
here,
will
like
make you look the best you
yep,
can, like for real.
whatever it is, like not even, and not from the standpoint of because that's what's best, but because that's the care that these stories need to be treated with.
For
And
sure.
someone needs to document them, and everybody does have a story, and a lot of these stories of people around you, you don't even know, but if you actually listen to it, open your eyes and open your ears, you would respect a motherfucker a lot more, you would love on them a lot more, you would commune with them a lot more, and you would have, community in that sense. So it's just like, we always wanted that, right? But then, like, it does, like Rashad said, it feels like Eureka-ish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just, when it does happen, and we've had these conversations with a couple people before in this light, or just with each other. So it's just, and we didn't think it was gonna get this deep. We were just gonna talk to you about a project you put out, but this has become more of like a true therapy session, like amongst Black men, which is like feels like is what the story was.
Literally.
But that's what I was about to say to
It's the
add to what you
power of
said,
it.
Marcus, is that's what he said this album was, like, his releasing it. So,
For
like,
sure.
And we supposed to be
I
talking
don't
about
know,
It's
the
a
it
part
just
of the
music.
all wraps
process.
We supposed to be talking about the music, but we
that
talking about the story because
it's a
that's how.
part of it.
Right.
It's a part of it. Like,
This
all
is a
of it
part
is.
of it.
It's genuine.
Right.
Like
That's what
literally.
I'm saying. It's
But when you
all
This
a
have
is a
part
part
of
of
it.
it.
when you have a genuine story to tell, you tell it. That's the effect that it has on it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Life imitating art, art imitating
imitating
life.
life.
Literally.
That's crazy.
So
Shit. The little weak ass question I had left.
I do got to
Right.
get into the
No,
bars.
right.
I do got to get to the
We can go
bars.
there. We can, cause
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Cause bro, the way we done talked, he done taken all my shit. Listen to some of the questions I have for him. Do you feel pressure to top this or freedom now that it's out? It does
Marcus,
did this
we be in tune though, cause I'm like that too. It's like how you feel that you released it, like you relieved or like but you answered that.
did this album
You
close a
already answered it.
chapter or open
That's
one?
crazy. That's
He
crazy.
answered that.
That's crazy.
What's something that you held back that might show up on the next project? I ain't do that. I don't know. I gotta. If someone says this is your best work, what does that mean to you? you feel me, pressure or compliment. What does this album teach you about relationship with vulnerability? Did this project
And
heal anything for you or reopen something for you? Did the audience hear what you intended for them to hear? What reaction
definitely.
surprised you the most? A fan, a family member, or someone you didn't expect to reach? You feel me?
Y'all, that
Bro,
article, that article, that write up, boy,
mm.
that was special, dog. That
It's
was
one of a
special,
You know
kind.
what's
man.
crazy is I was like, I don't know how to like put this into like I try to put it in like the shortest version possible, but I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, like I could get more personal, like especially after we
That
just
was
had this talk.
no, yeah,
We gonna have to make another article about
that's cool.
like the maybe the value of like this
Yeah,
conversation, like the value of it. Now that we talked about like the value of it, you feel me? And maybe
I
yeah,
our
don't
perspectives, we might have to write our perspectives now as it's, you feel me? I
I
might have
don't
to put
even know
my
how
shit
to
out there.
refer to this. Like what we just went over. Like
Me either.
you dropping that album, you talking about in your own life how it what it did. I still gotta go back and listen to the clip so I can hear exactly what you said earlier when you blew our mind
yeah,
off. With just that simple when you just speaking your truth. And then like it leading to a vulnerable conversation like this where
for sure.
it's almost healing to
That's what I was
even be
about.
involved in it, no
Right,
matter
that's what I
which
was about to
side you're
say.
on.
I don't
So
know if you ever be meditating and like you can feel the energy like right here, or you can feel the energy just rise like in you, like afterwards, and you just like feel like that's what this conversation has already felt like to me
so
in a way. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, everything connecting like that. Like life
May-
don't work like that all the time.
Maybe that's what
And
it
when
is.
stuff starts align, like people talk about alignment, I've never
Mhm.
been a person to be like, oh yeah, man, everything just started align. You know, I've never been like that. But with this, things are aligning and things are happening, just happening, you know, and it's like this is what I'm supposed to be on here with y'all. You know what I mean? Like it's just a part of it. Like the way that it happened, the way that the relationship was formed, everything was was written. You get what I'm saying? It was meant to be. And I've never been like that. But it has to be. You get what I'm saying? And that's what's so that like when I talk about that getting anxiety and getting being anxious and stuff like that, it comes from that because it's just like, damn, that was just natural. You know, that naturally happened like that. I didn't plan for it to happen that way. It makes sense for it to happen that way. You get what I'm saying? We didn't sit down and y'all didn't say like, "Hey, can we talk about this? Can we talk about," like, or I didn't have somebody reach out to me. I was like, "Hey, man, study don't want to talk about this." You know what I mean? It ain't that. You get what I'm saying? So,
People don't know we don't say that, but we don't do that with our people. We literally
oh
try to
yeah,
make it a first reaction, like this is a literal, honest conversation. We want y'all to feel like shit. We're in a group chat with them. Like it's the first. You feel
definitely.
me? Like,
I didn't know what we was about to be. You know what I mean? I didn't know where it was gonna start.
and I
But
kind of didn't either. I kind of we have an outline, but
yeah,
outside of that, it's just kind of like we want it to be a real conversation because
Right.
that's what people.
I'm waiting for somebody to say to me, you too close, nigga. I
Me
don't
too. That's why I'm waiting for somebody to
because
bust
that's
through
why
the
I'd be like,
door
I ain't
right
trying
here
to
and be
disrespect
like,
you. I don't want you right. I don't want you to like you to feel like I'm like, judging you or picking at
no,
you. It's like, no,
I
like
live in the live in the. I thrive in the. That's my superpower to me is being able to like live in that. And like I'm not gonna be upset. I'm not gonna, even if something hit or whatever. I know if you're trying to get a reaction out of me. You get what I'm saying?
right,
I'm able to gauge that. I mean, like it's not hard for me to gauge that, and I'm not sensitive in that area to where I'm like, man, why you ask me? I'm not doing
right.
it. I'm just very understanding of everything and perspective. You get what I'm saying? Y'all's perspective or questions or you wanting to know something that you don't know about or me to answer something that oh, man, I was listening right when you said this, like, I answered it the best of my abilities. You get what I'm saying? Because it's my truth.
sometimes it feels like we done known Lamont our whole lives in a
That's how I
sense.
be every time when I'm on here.
It's
That's
weird
how I feel.
for people who don't know. Like we just play football against each other, and
Right.
and
That's each
We
other.
knew of each
and we
other, but
and
So
of course Nate and all the people between us, blah blah. But at the end of the day, like
who
this
would
is
have thought?
this is real. This is raw. Like the reaction to what you listening to, like Darnell's the one who turned me on was pause.
That's my
A,
dog, man.
study. You gotta listen to his project. Went back, blah blah blah. Talked to Cash Money. Oh yeah, man. I heard. I watched
I
this
just talked to
video
him
from.
this morning.
I
He
watched
great
this
working on
video
some
from
stuff.
way back when. Blah blah blah. Like
Cash Money.
Shout out Cash Money, by the way. Shout out Cash Rick. Shout out the whole
Shout
squad.
out to
Shout out
yeah.
Southside Mike. Shout out all of them.
Yeah,
Look,
man.
that
You gonna get it going?
We great. Get together with something, man. We just talking this morning, literally. We talking this
I
morning.
can't wait.
and two of
I
my
can't wait.
favorite. I was about to say two of my probably favorite storytellers from around here. Because Cash Money can tell some stories too. Now he got some
I was
shit
listening
too.
to his tape, working out earlier.
He got some. He can tell some stories too. So I'm like, but just the buildup of it, like, I don't know if people. I just gotta tell the truth. I'm like, it's just that's the I don't know specialness. The you know what I'm saying that we throw in there. It's like we don't. This is real. This is so.
I gotta say about because this is something me and Marcus talk about, like almost being a middleman for people, and not saying like, I hit both of y'all up and was like, hey, y'all fuck with each
Nah,
other based on what you see.
man.
But I'm saying like that's like a dream of ours, like to like shit, like the
Yeah,
community we keep talking about.
yeah,
Where it's like, shit, we can all sit here. What happens from there, hey, it's up to everybody that's in that community.
Man, I posted something yesterday. I posted a clip of that old video that y'all talking. That he said something to y'all about.
mm-hmm.
I posted that yesterday. He wrote me this morning and messaged me this morning about it and was like, "Dog, I was literally just talking about this video on the podcast." He said, "I'm gonna clip it for you." He literally sent me that part of it this morning. Literally. Anybody that's either reaching out to me or if I'm connected to like literally through y'all, like I'm treating them like it's y'all. You like it's y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like it's love. Like just because of y'all. You get what I'm saying? I definitely pieced that together. You know what I'm saying? I pieced that together for sure. For sure.
I don't know how to feel. You talking about I don't know how to feel about that. Like that's crazy.
I
Yeah,
just
you just that ain't what y'all. That ain't you ain't like, man. Yeah, we about to you know we gonna get together and
right.
do this and like y'all didn't play. You know what I mean? So that's why it's kind of like, damn. It's so surreal. It's like you just literally made some shit happen out of nothing.
And that's kind of like with the article stuff. Plug it. Go, you know what I'm saying? Shout out. Go check the article out on our Instagram. I'll post it on our YouTube. But no, just with that, like we've never done anything like that before. But we know, and we don't know where our talents end. But we know that like we want to create a platform that is worthy of the art that is being put out. Like we know we want to do that. We don't know
That was
if we
art to
want to.
me.
We don't
That
know
was
if we
art
want
to
to
me.
do that. We don't know if we would just and then try to get them out to publishing spots. We don't know if we want to create the same way that we create on this show. Create an actual physical spot, maybe a what we've seen in Nashville, like a black farmers market where everyone just brings all of their commerce to a spot and we do it once a week. We don't know if we want to create the next Bourbon and Beyond for hip hop and blah blah blah. But we know we as like Rashad being the middleman, like we know that like when we hear something good, we feel like, all right, this need like not that it needs this, but like people need platforms for worthy shit. And there's worthy shit
Sure,
around us all the time, which goes back
for
to,
sure.
why we started this shit.
That was art, man. To me, that was a piece of art. Like I gotta get that printed up, man. We making copies or what? What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, I was a couple days behind because of course, what did I tell you? The 18th? Maybe like the 22nd or some shit that inspired us. I'm like, I don't know, maybe we'll have like a monthly, OddPod magazine where we just do, the
That's
whole
crazy.
the whole your digs. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll
Oh,
just do
what's the
certain
magazines they used to do? For the football before the season and stuff. What was the magazines?
the high school nigga.
Is it Viper or some shit? What was
Yeah,
it?
Like
like Vipe.
Vipe.
Vipe. Vipe.
And to have a person in there, a picture, a little write up.
Yep. Yep. And then start having them. And then who knows? Next thing you know, there's the platform. And next thing you know,
That sounds yeah.
just whatever. You can start contributing to certain spots and da da da. Just whatever. But that's it's kinda I don't know if it was never our dream, but it's kinda like I don't know. It kind of is.
It's
It kind of is
forming,
now.
man.
It just
It's
kind of is.
forming into
It's
something,
it's
They're right.
man.
It's just
it's
forming.
happening out of nothing.
Yeah,
Like
we didn't.
literally.
So, but that's
Y'all watching it in real time.
y'all
That's-
are. That's why we got to document this shit. Anything else before I get to the bars?
Is there more merch left?
Oh yeah, I got more.
Yes. Yeah. Hold on. You got
Get
white
out.
shirts. We got black shirts. We got stickers.
Get out.
We got magazines. We got vinyl.
Dog, man, I'm ready to send y'all. Hey, man, hold on. Let me see if I can send this to y'all right now.
He need to get nah. He do his shit himself. You know he do all this shit himself, Rashad. You know he be recording like filming himself. Like that's how he do
Yeah.
his videos
If
and
y'all,
shit.
man, you gonna turn me on to somebody?
No.
I like the way you do. I don't
You don't
know.
want to take away his art.
I don't want to take away his heart, but it has to be
What y'all gonna
someone
say?
worthy of his. It has to be someone worthy of his art.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? And like
Marcus, look what I just sent you.
and like Jared, Jared who does jack shit, somebody like that. Yeah. But I'm like,
Somebody really in tune with it.
Mark So Fly had somebody, not Mark. It was somebody that
It's
had.
my little cousin, man. Shout out Mark.
Is Mark your peoples for real?
Yeah, man.
Well, shout out Mark. We're gonna have to get him on the show. He hung around my little cousins and
You see
shit.
what I just sent you? You gotta send that to him. You gotta send that to Brody, man.
Well, wait, gotta get him day. Let a young boy stay. And you know this shit is whatever.
Whatever.
That's tough. Hold on.
Hold on, I got one more to send you, Rashad.
Yeah, them hats will be, we got them hats ready. Come next week, man. We got little camo joints. We got,
What does that say?
I just got this, bro.
Red and white?
that's tough. Yeah.
I need that cream and red one.
Yeah.
And a
Specifically with
camo
this.
one.
Yeah.
Look at this marker. Like I need that for this.
That's fire.
I just got this. Motherfucker's tough. But
That's
That's a
fire.
sweatshirt.
I need
Man, I'm ready to get shorts and everything. Man, I'm ready. Man, look, man, I'm
right.
ready to go for it.
You plan
I'm ready
ahead.
to
But no,
Cause
for
Whatever that-
real.
spring coming.
But I like the fact that Ville Legend looks so fucking good as a
Yeah.
as a you feel me? Just in general, like no one has to know what the shit is. Just Ville Legend in general goes
Literally.
stupid around here. The Cash Bros is
Cash mob.
the Cash Mob.
I like them, bro. It's crazy. I'm able to, like, people y'all interview, me sitting back watching the interviews, help me gauge, ah, damn, okay. I can rock with that, you know what I mean? Because, it ain't all, in the city, you ain't just, man, hey, man, what's up? You make, it don't be like that all the time. You get what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think before I get to the bars.
That's all I had for real as far as
Album artwork,
Getting
is there a
to the
reason you went with the
question.
album artwork that you did?
Yeah, man, because it just, everybody thought, it's funny, like, those pictures that we took, everybody thought I was going to use something like that. Like, we had a bunch of fire shots, and I was just like, man, this is, when you hear this music, this is what it is. You get what I'm saying? This is literally what it is. So I wanted to have, and I don't got a lot of pictures either. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of those photos I had was like me taking a photo of a
Yep.
photo,
Yeah.
or somebody having a photo and sending it to me and stuff like that. So like that was special to me. So when I see that artwork, like literally me looking at yeah, that's what Ville Legend means to, you know what I mean? That's what that means to me. You know what I'm saying? I got my baby. I got, me as a baby laying right there. That's like the only baby picture I got. Like
means
that's
a lot.
like everything.
You know what's crazy? That's the craziest part. You go into my grandparents' house, Charlene and Chet's Rashad. You walk to the left. Pay attention before you go into the kitchen. They got a collage of our family that looks just like that.
Man, that's why
That's what trips me out. That's what trips me out. And they've had it there
crazy.
my whole life.
Yeah, shout out to Daphne, man. She Daphne Walker. She put that together for me.
I don't know how it makes sense, but that's some Louisville shit. Like, I don't know how to
Literally.
explain it. Like, you feel me?
Literally.
Like, it's some shit that we would craft. Like, I don't know if it's like, you feel me, spiritual or something that is bigger than us that we've always been doing, with quilts and
I
shit.
had all them
I don't know.
eyes
You feel me?
X'd out too on there because like that picture, that innocent little naked head motherfucker right there in the middle with that number 4 jersey on, like that's my inner child. When I think of that inner child, it's him. When I was telling y'all about me being scary and shit, that's who I'm
That's
talking about. That's him. Scared to death. Scared to death. and big ass shoulder pads. Oh, dog, and footies. I had on footies out that motherfucker.
As
It's crazy.
as
Back
them
when it
shoulder
wasn't
pads was
cool.
big, a
Yeah,
nigga do
clap.
that, he
Yeah.
shake you, nigga. Them shoulder pads would shake you. He wouldn't even shake you. It's just a shoulder pads. That's a dope Easter egg. See, but that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like all your shit's art. Like there's art and art and art and art and art.
Definitely.
You don't take no days off. That like the input of you being like, I don't skip no, I answer all my questions. I try to find it, this and that. That's the result,
Yeah.
though. Like that's what allows it to be that way.
I ain't ashamed of nothing, bro. I ain't ashamed of nothing. Like it happened. People make mistakes every day. People fuck up on shit every day. You know what I mean? It's all about
Yeah. Yep.
taking accountability and moving, move past most things can be moved past. You get what I'm saying?
The quicker you do, and yeah, this is just theory, Marcus. The quicker you do that, the quicker you turn into a man, the quicker you grow up, the quicker you solve your problems, the quicker everything works out. You know what this world that tricks you though is that a lot of people who get coddled, who get this, who get that, they never figure that shit out, and that's why they never get that. So you may be looking at it as I had some fucked up situations, man, and that's what drove me in order to be this. And some people will never have a fucked up will be so coddled that they'll choose comfortability over that growth every time. It's not even
Definitely.
it's not even that, you know what I'm saying? It's that, so it's like it's almost you turned this shit into a
I love
blessing
that
or something.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Just
Motherfucker asked a tough question and everybody's like, I'm standing out there.
that's
I did it. I done done that before. Yeah. You know what I mean? I didn't, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it. That's what make me different to me. That's the only thing that make me feel, um, special. Cause like I own it. And I feel like whenever I do so, other people respect it, and it make other people like, damn man, shit, I might want to be like that too. You know what I mean? I want, it's okay. That's why I tell everybody, man, it's okay. Like it's all right. Life's hard. You know what I mean? Shit complicated. It's what you make. I ain't gonna say it's what you make it. Cause it's not. We come into this world with rules already. We come into this world with shit set. I was literally just talking to somebody yesterday. I was like, man, we was born into this world, and me as a man, I gotta be a gentleman. You get what I'm saying? You gotta open the door.
oh yeah.
My mom would tell me like, man, you open the door for a woman, and you do this and do that. I was like, why? And she's like looking at me like, hey, cause that's what you're supposed to do. You a man, you a boy. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. I'm like, why? Like
Right.
who set that up to, we come into this world with all of these
Yep, preconceived
things
notions.
that are it's like it happened before you, and you just kind of like find a way you in it, and you listening to your parents, or you listening to whoever's raising you, and then you like grow up and you like, I don't know, you start questioning shit or you don't. You know what I mean? So like we already in, man, this shit, if you stop and think about it enough, man, like life in itself is just, come on.
That's why they call them study.
Come
He's
on.
he's lightweight, reminding me of my red barn theory. Like, you remember that
Remind me again.
they used to paint the barns red
Mm.
because it helped with rust,
But
but
now
now
Damn.
that we
they
actually
paint it red just because that's how it's always been done.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's not a
so it has no
no
meaning
real
anymore.
reason, right? So that was my red barn theory, is that
Tradition
we do
over
stuff
tradition
You
over
just
don't really got
because.
no control of nothing. When you come in here, you don't got no control of nothing. And then a lot of the parents, parents like that, yeah, they got control over the kids and stuff, but you really don't.
I know.
You do, but you don't,
You
because one
don't.
day they gonna end up
They
like,
have their own
man, hell no, I
personalities,
ain't doing
bro.
that no more.
Thank you, bro. They have their own personalities, bro. Like,
So you
so
kind of
then
gotta like,
you
you
become
can't
a
take,
guide.
yeah, some people look at themselves as like, oh, like I failed. So I feel like it's all about just trying and adjusting, adjust, reinvent, adjust. You know what I mean? And understand that we're all human. We all take to things different. You get what I'm saying? Like we're all different. You can see one person, you compare it to tattoos, you see one person, two people getting the same tattoo, one person crying, the other person just sitting there like, oh yeah, man, having a conversation. We all different. You know what I mean? So, and just take that and not take, you know what I mean? It'll let you kind of like sit back a little bit and be like, man, you can't take everything serious. You can be serious about stuff, but like everything ain't all like, man, what the fuck? It ain't all rah rah.
Right. Shout out Cash Money was something he said. He said, reinvented myself. Cash Money said, well, I've reinvented myself about 6, 7 times
Oh
about
my
now.
gosh. Literally.
That's what you talking about.
You got the rest of your life.
That's what you talking about with your
You
shit,
got the
though.
rest of your life, you know what I mean? Like, you can literally reinvent yourself. You can literally start over whenever.
But people who choose comfortability never understand the power of reinvention, of the power
Never.
in that. They thinking
For a second.
it weighs them down. It's the expectations, it's this and that, blah blah blah, and it's just like, nah, that's you. I don't know, man. This felt like, instead of a conversation of being about the project, it felt like the recipe. You know what I mean? Like the shit
Damn,
that really
yeah,
went into it. Like it felt
for
like we
sure.
had the conversation that like inverted this. Like we really
And
didn't
the
even talk about the beats of the digs. We've talked about everything that went into it that built it up. You feel me?
Definitely.
That's I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a dope pod. I will shamelessly plug again though and let y'all know. Ville Legend out now wherever you can get it, wherever you can stream music, what wherever, whenever, however. Follow him on Instagram, follow him on your socials at STXDY.
STXD.
You know what it is. Or as I like to say it, STXDY. Yeah, I say it like that. I say it like that. You ain't never gonna forget it. You always gonna remember it that way. Who knows? He might sample me. He might flip my shit, nigga, like James Brown on him. Shit. Rashad will pop back on. The way we be editing the pod, I can go down to 2 people, 3 people, blah, blah, blah. It don't
Yeah.
matter. I
Tap into
guess
these bars. What
yeah,
we
yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah. Look. What did you mean as in, "Man, I move like the '80s"?
Man, so dang, that's the first question I've ever been asked where I'm like, oh man, that's crazy.
That's the only one I have like that too. That's the only one I have like it.
And that's one of them ones like being like a Rolling Stone type deal.
Yeah, I figured it was,
Like just being out here, being free, being single.
Papa was a Rolling Stone, man.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's that's
That's how I
funny.
feel though. Like, I didn't, man. I'm grateful for it though. I'm grateful for it, but like, I know I want to feel home too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I know that's the destination. That's what I want. But you know, in that era, but especially in the city, that's why I had to piece that together for this, because it's like, man, I moved like the '80s. These hoes always want to have my babies,
Baby.
and when I said that bar, I'm for real though. You know what I mean?
Mm, Man, I moved like the '80s. That one that I had my baby that did it.
Yeah, that I moved like the '80s. That question. That's the first tough one I've ever been faced with.
That was just a random one. That was in my section of, "What do you mean by this?" Man, I moved like the '80s. Alright, so some of my favorite bars. I mean, that was a lot. I had to cut it down, and honestly, I didn't cut it down. I have, like, stanzas to a certain extent. But
Okay.
anyways, 7 days a week, 7 days,
7 days, see
see the
the week
weekend
in
is
his eyes.
I thought that sh I
Yeah.
thought I thought I thought that was hard. That was like a compact pistol. That was like a com I don't need 4 lines, nigga.
7 days, see the
The
week in
weekend
his
size. I
eyes.
was
Needle
like,
in the vein, rolling his
and
eyes.
then when
He
he
dead
started,
alive.
yeah, and I was like, "Damn."
Yeah.
The way he described,
Like, you can
I
see the
feel like
pain. You see that. You see it in them motherfuckers' eyes, dude.
When you can
he dead
stitch 2
alive.
different theories
Yeah.
together in a bar, that's
Right,
tough.
right, and it's so simple. Like, it's so, like, alchemized, like, into, like, I can see that's
Perfect.
as modern day philosophy.
Right,
seven
I was
days, see the week in his
and
eyes.
that's some shit that, like, you could, like, have Bible study over. I don't mean you know what I mean? Just this this line here, like,
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
let's talk about that's class
That's the
today.
6-inch punch. That's the 6-inch punch. Just
Right.
It gets down.
ying, hit that nigga 20 feet in a chair. That nigga's trying to write everything to counteract it. He's just like,
Yeah.
you can write a whole verse, nigga. Ain't gonna be one bar in that
Like,
bitch. All right.
that's crazy.
And then like you said, cello. That should have been my number one, but
Yeah.
everybody's a gangster. Everybody's a shooter. But when I watched
I
you
watched you
grow up,
niggas grow up.
you
You
niggas
niggas was
was
were
hoes,
hoes.
nigga.
He said that with his soul,
Bro,
like,
he
Yeah.
did. You niggas is hoes,
Nigga.
nigga.
That's how I felt too, though. I feel like I felt like that about a lot of my like Lot of people. I feel like a lot of Louisville people feel like that about a lot of
Oh my gosh. That's
all
what
over the world. It's like that, though. I'm sure.
it is, but, like,
Like, why
specifically.
you being like that, dog? Like, why you like,
Right. As
bro?
as somebody who's not, never claimed to be, I'm telling y'all, you will get so much more love if you just be
Be
yourself. You'll be surprised
yourself.
who fucks with you
That is true.
if you
Especially
just be
now,
yourself.
it was harder for people to be themselves up until
Yes,
this point, but
yes,
now,
but now
when you being yourself, you the one,
right,
'cause you already got it. You already into your shit because you already know who you are. You get what I'm
right,
saying? You already
right.
maneuvering in the spaces that you want. You know what I mean? Like that's why I was telling y'all the first time we got on here. That's what I love. Like I can see like the shit y'all got in the background. I can tell. You know what I mean? The conversations that y'all have. I'm like, damn. I ain't into Star Wars. That's what I'm talking about Star Wars. I'm like, but I think that's dope. I'm like, damn, these niggas. I'm like, they talking about shit I don't even know nothing about. But
You
the
already know.
sports,
R.I.P.
y'all
James
talking
Ocho.
about, man, y'all was talking to was y'all talking to was y'all talking to somebody that y'all wasn't talking to no sports agent or nothing like that?
Yeah, yeah, we was
Oh
talking
yeah.
she's
It's a female, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. I was looking at that. I'm like, dang. Oh, I love just sitting back and just watching that. I'm just like, they doing that shit, dog. Like y'all touching so many different avenues. You know what I'm
His
saying?
grandmother, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, y'all had man, y'all
Martin
doing
King.
Black History stuff. I'm like, hey, dog. Hey, y'all comfortable. I see it. I see y'all comfortable in what y'all speaking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all able to sit back and talk about this shit like it ain't nothing.
now listen, you talking about you ain't into Star Wars. I feel like, I don't know when the last time you tried it, but hearing how you speak, I feel like you would fuck with it.
He'd
Not
fuck
even
with
I
the
on
think
the
I
Force.
would.
He'd fuck
not
with the
even
I
on
used
the
to be
Force.
nerdy
scared. Hey, I
shit.
used to be. You me tell you why I got into Star Wars. When I was coming up, we ain't have we ain't have cable or nothing like it ever. So y'all remember Star Trek?
Yeah. That shit
Man, I used to see that shit when I was a little kid. I'm like, oh hell no, cut
Nah,
that
that
shit
shit
turn
was
that
off.
shit
that
off.
shit was
Hey,
hey, bro. That shit people
the box TV with the closet hanger on that motherfucker as the
Bro,
antenna. You
that's
hear me?
fucking
yeah,
funny.
I'm like, man, who
yeah.
the hell is this? Like, what type of
Damn.
yeah,
Star
dog.
Trek scared him off.
And I was a little scary nigga, dog. I'm like,
That
I
makes
don't know
sense
nothing
though.
about that. That space, all that space shit, flying car shit and all that, dog. That shit got me shook when I was like, my mom be like, when you become a grown man, like we gonna have flying cars.
Man, what?
Flying cars.
That
Yeah, that's anxiety.
I
I
don't
don't
know
want
why
none of
that's so
that.
funny. My
Yeah, I don't
nigga
want none of that.
seen Star Trek and was like,
Yeah. I'm
nah.
Nah,
like, man, what is that?
nothing with
What
space.
is that? I still don't know what it is. What is it? What dude them? Like what was it?
I
See, I never fuck with
Ain't
Star
one of
Trek
them
like that.
ain't one of the dudes
but
on Star Wars like a what is it like an animal? They got like an animal or some shit. Like is it a walking animal?
yes,
Yes, you
Chewie,
talking about
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca, yeah.
What is Chewbacca? Like what is Chewbacca? He a
So
Yeti?
they have specific, like George Lucas built a universe. Like he it
He's a
they're
yeah,
a
basically
they
yes.
have
He created his
basically
own world.
He
right.
lives in he's a snow yes, he's a snow
Hold on.
he's he he
I'm gonna tell you
his
exactly.
species lives
Like
in the snow, don't they? That's what the first when he
it's
He be
first
snow.
got
fighting like a
Chewbacca.
motherfucker, don't he?
It snows there.
He
But
be
yes,
talking.
he's
He
a
speaks
fighter,
his
but
own language.
everybody that
Uh,
is his race ain't a fighter. Like just like human. You know what I mean? Like
oh no, they ain't no fight.
so
Them
many different
yeah, yeah,
races.
yeah.
I gotta get into that shit. I'll be able
He's
to
a
like that's some
Wookiee.
He's a
I don't know
Wookiee,
how I couldn't think of that, but a Wookiee, yes.
but a Wookiee's a Yeti. It's a Yeti. Yes.
It's so many words. No, they got Yetis on there actually.
No, they don't.
It was this giant Yeti and one of
y'all
them.
hear me?
It's the
Yeah, we
older.
can hear
Yeah,
you.
we
All
hear
right.
you.
No,
But
I didn't know it was a Yeti on there.
you would be
Nonetheless,
interested in the art of all of
he
it.
would be
Like
like the
just
Force and
in
Yoda.
learning the lore of it. Like I
Yoda.
feel like you would have a new take on it now.
And gain a greater appreciation for sure. I always tell people that, man. That's the beauty of living when you get to, get older and have a greater understanding of shit or your mind's different and you can kind of go back. I was just telling some man, I was riding the other day, I was playing music for a friend. I was playing a bunch of old school shit. And I was like, you ain't never heard this? They like, nah. I'm like, what? I'm like, damn, I wish I was you. They go, what you mean? I was like, I wish I was hearing this shit for the first time.
For the
You know what I
first
mean? So that's
time,
like y'all me being able to watch. I don't know how much Star Wars I got to watch. You know what I mean? What is that? Oh yeah, y'all going
Like,
crazy.
that's Vader.
You gonna he's gonna
Man.
like
That's
it.
Darth Vader, bro.
He's gonna like it.
Like,
Oh, man,
just the
what's the
story
face on
from
that one? What's the face on that one? Go back over.
the story from when he's here to the end of his life here, like, bro, you gotta check it out.
Yeah, you gotta
gotta
see the
check it out.
reason why he wears a
This is
mask.
my favorite action figure, by the way. This one specifically.
Okay.
This is dope. This is dope. The Force is dope. This is a story of,
Damn,
you
that's
know,
crazy.
whole story of it. Yeah, we're gonna get him into it. That's crazy. Star Trek turned him off, but you know, Star Trek
Literally.
is
That's funny
lame.
for
I ain't gonna
real.
lie.
My
Like
granny used to watch that shit, man. My granny being there, I'll be looking at her. I'm
It's,
like,
see,
Star
people
Trek is
put in the
slow.
same category. Like people be like, oh, I'd be like, bro,
They're not in the same
I am telling
category at
you,
all. It's not even close.
they just so happen to be in space.
Yes, that's the only thing.
Somebody that they like, nah, they getting too comfortable. Take that nigga out.
Don't let them get into the bars.
Right?
My next one, and it's funny because my next one was gonna be, see, they started with MySpace. You give your mind to Facebook. You post your pics on Instagram. They tell the likes tell you how you look. Snapchat and all them bitches screenshot it after she sent it. Gossip about how niggas snitching. You the one that really did it. Yeah,
They was like, no,
that was like,
don't let him
don't let
get
them get
that
that
off.
off.
Somebody go pop up at your house right now, nigga.
Nigga was like that.
Somebody go knock.
Face guarding. Shane Battier.
Right.
Shane Battier versus Kobe.
That's crazy.
That's got to be the most famous face guard, right? Ron Artest and
Gotta
Shane
be.
Battier versus Kobe when Kobe was getting face guarded.
It's gotta be.
Face guarding, I
mean-
ain't gonna lie. Since I never blocked a shot, don't nobody jumping, straight face guarder. Especially on somebody who's close to my size.
Nigga.
All right, shoot over this hand, buddy. Shoot through this
Right.
hand.
Shoot through this hand. You need one of them Oculus eyes.
Yeah, because
to get past
them
me.
niggas is
we said,
that's tough.
and we said they ain't want us. They said we said they want us to get that shit off. Nigga,
Right.
the feds was face guarding us. Nigga, like we was Kobe. That motherfucker was
Nah,
like
you ain't
that.
getting
Nigga,
that shit off.
back up, nigga, because this was my next bar. See, they started with MySpace. You give your mind to Facebook. You post your pics on
Post your pics on
Instagram. The likes
Instagram,
tell you how you
look.
Snapchat and all
Chatting
them
all them
bitches.
bitches,
Screenshot it
screenshot it
after
after
you
she
sent
sent
it.
it.
Gossip about how
Gossip about
niggas
the
snitching. You the
you
one
the one
who
that
really
did
did it, dog.
Yeah, it's tough. The whole
It's a combo. So we
That's a
call it
combo. That's in the combo. He's like he backed up. You feel me? Then he was like, "Let me go ahead hit Elon with a straight. You feel me? Back him up.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead hit Zuck with a hook. You feel me? And then hit my boy with the uppercut. And then you the one that started it though.
Literally.
That's what it
Get
felt
your
like.
ass knocked out.
Yeah.
Right. In the
So
end.
I ain't gonna lie. This one I don't know if it's the punchline of it, but hilarious. Did the dash, made his ass hit the brakes, come fast. Now she's saying she late.
And she late. Big dog.
Yeah.
Big dog call me steady the great.
I'm a lyrical murderer.
And
Yeah,
that's
you talking, but I never heard of you.
and I
Probably
love that
fuck
we
on
ain't
your bitch when you marry you.
talk about that, but that would count that as an interlude though. Don't come around here with them weak bars, nigga. We rob you, nigga.
Yeah.
Lyrical
Yeah,
murderer,
we rob niggas with
murderer,
weak bars.
murderer, murderer,
Yeah.
murderer. Hey,
It's tough.
hey. Just like the ad libs in the intro in the
Yeah.
intro, that you brought it to
Shout
life.
out to Dre, man. Shout out to Dre.
Brought it to life for sure.
10th Street Dre, man.
We rob niggas of these them weak bars.
Rob niggas with weak bars.
That's tough. So that was dope.
When I heard that, I wasn't even making music when I heard that.
Oh,
When I heard that, he said that shit, I was like, damn, that's tough. I was like, that's tough. And that shit always stuck with me, man. It stuck with me. I was like, I was grateful that I was even able to feel that, you know what I mean? Feel that space, like be able to even put that on some shit and it means something, you know what I mean?
Right.
I reached out to him and asked him, I'm like, hey man, can I use it? Like, man, hell yeah. Use that shit, hell yeah. Let me know. He ain't even want to hear it. He heard it when it came out like everybody else.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I ain't asked for the help. Never knew how I felt. Shoestrings for the belt. Christmas Day. Waking up to
with
no
no
gifts. What the fuck? I guess Santa got
Santa got
killed. I ain't gonna lie, the weight, the heaviness on that bar, like it's like he delivered it and it's like it's so cold, but then you listen to the bar and you be like, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. Like as a kid, like in that environment, that makes total sense, but it's never been articulated in
They
that
must popped
way.
his ass. He must have got shot out the air or some shit.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
he ain't make it.
He didn't even make it in
Bro, we
here.
lived in the projects, dog. My imagination, bro, I'll literally be in there and I was like, don't got no chimney. Like,
Where he coming from?
Bro, I
she's
used
like, he
to do
gonna
the
come through the
same shit.
window. She's like, he gonna come through the window. I'm like, hey, yo.
Alright.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Then from that point on, I was like,
My
man,
mind would be working. I'm like, man, he gonna fight it. I'm like, they getting everybody. Everybody getting something like, he gonna get, like, like in one night.
I would start to be like, so like if he hit everybody in a minute, like, so he's faster than a minute.
That's God right there.
Right.
He gonna
I'd be like, man,
I didn't even believe in it that long because I'm the youngest of 4
oh yeah,
siblings.
so
Nah,
you
man,
didn't, it
they was
didn't
spoiling
last
it
long.
for you.
Oh, it was over. Everything was over.
I'm glad I
And
ain't
then
have to be the big brother doing that. I'm glad I ain't have to do that. That shit was over with us. My mom was like, man, that's too many of y'all, man. It's a wrap.
Right, it
look,
is
it's
what it
me.
Oh,
is.
we Jehovah's Witness.
I,
We ready to switch
That's
it up a little
crazy,
bit.
right?
Nah, for real.
so I got 8 of them things, man.
Hey, dog, same house.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
I'm
it's like
I'm
it
talking
is what
about
it
talking
is.
about we Jehovah's Witness.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I forgot he did say that. When he said Jehovah's Witnesses at your front door, I forgot that even
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot I forgot that I forgot that even had relevance. I just thought it was a bar. See, there you go. It was a bar.
It's
A
a
real
dog,
bar.
Jehovah's Witness, cancel Christmas.
Yeah.
Literally.
All my shit is dope as fuck.
Yeah, literally.
That's just tough. Definitely an anthem. Definitely an anthem. On my
Can't
shit.
wait to
That sound,
get
you know what
some
that sounds
content
like to
today.
me, dope as fuck? It sounds like Walking to the Rain music.
Yeah.
My shit is dope as fuck. Oh my. It sounds like
And
Ali talking shit. It sounds like he could take his verses out and then put Ali talking in the verses and then put the chorus back on that motherfucker. Maybe we can sell it. Maybe we can sell it. Maybe we can
I
sell it.
got something, man, in the vault with Ali on there. I got something.
Gosh, I'm
I'm gonna
glad
send
we
it to y'all, man. It's powerful. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's powerful. Y'all, until y'all hear it, man.
Ville Legend, go get it now. Ville Legend, go get it now.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ali.
That dope as fuck. I can't put my finger on it. It reminds me of something. I don't know if it's even another song or like
Energy.
something.
It's the energy
When
of
I
something.
find it, might be the
Oh, my
most
shit is
random
dope as
time
fuck.
ever. I'm
Oh,
be
my
like, I
shit
Yeah.
is
found
dope
it.
as fuck. Oh, my.
Yeah.
You remember when Kendrick and them's all in the car? That was dope.
Yeah.
Dope as fuck. It feels
They was
like,
carrying the car, when they?
yeah, they
The
was
people was
carrying.
carrying
The
it. Yeah.
That's
police
the
was,
police was.
yeah.
That's what I thought. Police was carrying it. It feels kind of ish like that. It feels like
Yeah.
that. But you're right. Sound wise, we haven't found
Yeah, I gotta be
a
creative
relative.
as hell with the visual for that, man. That's one of the ones I ain't even been. I was like, it's gotta be special right here.
Yeah, we gotta figure out. We gotta figure out the right curator. So, well, yeah, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it for sure. We gotta get it
Let me
done.
see. Let's hurry up. I ain't, this is my last one, I think. I ain't want to put too much on there. Flow heavy. I could make a fish drown.
Fish drown, fish
Fish scale
scale
the
to plate,
plate. Turn a
turn a
rock
rock
into
into Scarface.
Scarface. We
We
all
all ate.
ate.
All
All
eight.
ate.
Mama had 8 kids.
Kids.
We
We
all
all
straight.
straight. Had to put the family on the
Family on a
vertebrae.
vertebrae. I was traumatized from taking punches like a heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
That's
Yeah, that was tough.
ridiculous.
Hey. I'm
That's
glad. Dang, I'm
ridiculous.
glad you said so. That's one of them sleeper bars. I ain't.
It is.
I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
every
why.
time I hear that, fish scale to plate, turn a rock into Scarface.
Flow heavy. I
Y'all
could.
We
ate.
all ate.
I could.
All
Flow
ate.
heavy, I can make a fish
Fish
drown.
drown. Fish scale. That's why I'm like,
It's how you effortlessly go into the next thing,
right.
keeping that
It's
bar
Like it
not.
ain't
It's
moving
not
nothing.
forward.
necessarily. It builds itself. It feels like something that could build itself. It's like if that's how natural it feels. It's like I'm not trying to make a punch bar. I can make a punch bar out of anything. I can make a punchline out of anything. I can make a bar out of anything. You
I
feel me?
swear that's
Like,
how I feel.
and that's
Exactly how I feel.
how
Like
you
it
create
literally.
something that nobody else creates. Almost like that's how you put
Yeah,
your
I don't be knowing
fingerprint.
how it's gonna come about, but when it does, I'm like, "Ah, damn, I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm just creating my own shit. I think that's all the bars I have.
I got a bar on my next tape, bro. It's like some shit. I said, What I said, high in the because high in the building on the first floor still. Y'all get that?
You said how what?
High
High
in the
in the
building
building on the
on
first
the
floor
first
still.
floor still.
You said how am I?
No,
High.
high in the building on the
Oh,
first floor still.
oh. I thought you said how.
Yeah, like we high in the building. We still on the first floor.
Right.
like, in
We
the, yeah, like we
we
like
ain't even
it
went
be the
up
little
nowhere.
it be the little stuff like
It be they
the
add up over
jabs, dog.
times, bro. They add up.
The
You keep
jabs.
hitting them with a straight. You keep hitting them with a straight.
The
Next thing you
jabs.
know,
Like
you
it's all
loosen
about
them
a
up.
setup.
Yeah.
You
Thank
like
you.
All
Thank you.
about a setup.
So writing isn't necessarily just.
Literally about the setup.
It's not just a battle rapper where you just throwing haymake. Well, even battle rappers set they shit up. I ain't gonna treat them like that.
So
I ain't gonna treat
you'll
them
be
like
sitting
that.
there like, where we going with this? Oh,
right.
and it land. Yeah.
They brought it back around. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. The small shit counts too. Just how you place it.
Like somebody saying something super
Pause.
deep,
That
but
felt
they
weird.
not what you took
I
what you
Wait,
I ain't even hearing you.
the small shit matters too. Is just how you place it. It just didn't sound right, bro. You know how you just say something and it lingers, and you just like, I don't want
I don't like the
I
way
don't
that
want the
came out.
legacy of how that possibly could even sounded to lead to stay on somebody's ears. But
Well,
nonetheless, though.
I was just saying like how somebody can say something. They ain't gotta yell it, they ain't gotta scream it, but like it just people get it after a little bit and they just like, damn, that's deep as fuck. Like I don't know.
Oh, my shit is
I
deep
feel like
as
you got a
fuck.
whole bunch of bars like that where it be like you just rapping but you just like, damn, like it ain't a
Yeah.
like he said, it ain't a fucking knockout punch. It's a bunch of
It
body
builds
blows.
up.
Bunch of beat, 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 beat,
Yep,
beat,
yep.
beat,
Right.
beat, beat.
Eventually you just fall like, damn, he got me. He
God
got me.
damn, you got me.
That's how preface feels to me. It's like,
Yeah.
does he have like too many like quotable like bars? Not really. But by the time you get to the end of the song, you'd be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it works as a second song, like where it doesn't have to knock you out. Maybe that's the art of it.
So
And then also, like, I've thought about this, like the first few songs before you get to Lil Lamont for like the morning or the sunrise, start hitting that like kind of tumultuous midday, kind of like whatever. And then the last three, stand off, maintain, and whatever feel like the sunset. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like even
Stand off, man. That's mine.
I like standoff. I like the energy of it.
That's
That's my energy
Mama
right
know that she
there.
ain't coming home. She don't call her phone. Mama used to leave her home alone. Now she all alone. $40, get her all alone. Now she all alone. Fucking sucker skeeted on the floor. Now she gotta go. Stand
So
off.
I look like the way that you think it's just gonna be like a meditative kind of song, and then it builds up like that, and then it falls back down, and just I don't know
Well,
what the
homie caught
word
a
of it.
stray, but his homie came back for the rematch. Had that bitch looking like a replay. We was hanging in the wrong places, cop chases, all the shit turned into cold cases. Yellow tape, empty shell casings, chalk line, closed caskets just to hide niggas' face.
Maybe it's a storytelling ability, bro, because you'd be like, because when he says something, you'd be like, all right, but what are you about to say next, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Connecting everything together.
right. And which I guess once you realize that when you listen to him and you're like, he's an artist that can do it, but he can do it well. Now that's what I'm wanting from him. I'm not looking for the big punch punchline. I'm
For
not
sure.
looking for this. I'm listening. Now I can really listen to the story because I know, you feel me?
Yeah.
So like his skills almost have in time learned to accent his abilities.
God damn. And make sure you put that in the article.
We just theorizing. We just
Make sure
theorize.
you put that in the
We
article,
just
man.
theorizing though, but like that's like I said, I
it's
told you, I
like
don't know if you heard this while you were gone, but we were like, instead of talking about like the literal project, I felt like we've been talking about the recipe.
I got a
Like, you know what
song
I'm
called
saying?
Recipe.
While you were
right, yeah,
gone,
right.
Rashad, that's what we said. It's just like we felt like we talking about all the things that went into it, not the actual thing itself.
Definitely.
No, that's the truth.
BTS behind the scenes.
It's like his shit is a connected dot, like you would be like, I don't know where
Mm,
this is going until it's done. You like, oh damn,
okay.
I just made that.
I
But I
just
didn't even
did
know I was
Orion's
making it.
belt. I just did Orion's belt. I couldn't have never drawn this myself.
I don't know. I don't know. I just know the final product was something that is one of the best in history. And
Yep.
Damn.
Today,
even if don't nobody in Louisville history, and even if don't nobody agree with me right now, let that shit breathe for a
right?
little while.
Breathe.
And I'll personally pull my own clip back up and be like, "Here, nigga, I told you, niggas."
Yep. And we've done it
Sure.
before. We
Right.
are not
Sure.
we're not too shameless to do it. We will
For
pull
sure.
we will
2
Shut up.
months earlier.
too
Spin
much.
the block, man. Spin the
We've done
block.
it. So
Spin the block.
that's why it's like, yeah, we gotta push this because like not even in a I told you so fashion, but it's like, nah, bruh. You missing out on something, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So
And how you was talking about earlier, like this feels like a meant to be, like just
Yeah.
to pull this conversation out even further back to me discovering that Martin is Malcolm, like,
mm,
and I'm just like, didn't even pay attention to the artist's name, but I was like, damn, this song goes. And then like realizing on camera, like,
Damn.
that's that song.
Yeah.
And then just fast forward, like, you can't make that shit up.
and
Can't.
Can't make that shit up.
then this time Murph wants to say something while he's on camera. So every time he's on camera, boy, some kind of form of synchronicity. You feel me?
And that's the little signs that God speaks in. I mean,
God
you know
don't
what I
speak,
mean?
yep, because God don't speak straight to you. He's speaking in the language in which you know.
He be like,
If you
"Hey,
know,
I
you
put the
know.
signs in front of you, bro."
His language is if you know, you know.
Like
Literally.
matter of fact, they've been in front of you for years. You
You're
just
just
now
you're
found your
just
new
connect.
perspective.
You've been running around you're trying to find this part of the map or on this mission, but you just keep running around it. You feel me? Type shit.
I put it there. I just, hey, you got to get to it.
That's wild. Shit. Like your boy off the wire. I don't know.
Shit.
Shit.
He just passed away last year, I think.
Damn. Shout out my
Yeah, I think
man.
he
I
passed
love the
away.
wire. I
People
loved
was
him on
posting
that.
that shit. People was posting that shit.
I was wondering
all
why
day.
people was posting the hell out that
Yeah, he
motherfucker.
passed away.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
R.I.P. my mans. That was a good show. He was a good actor, man. I don't know, man. To do I guess a real dismount, which I'm sure we'll keep talking, but real dismount, man. If y'all have not listened to the Ville Legend, if y'all to Ville Legend, if y'all have not listened to, gosh, the intro, it starts out with just a great perspective on legacy of how we define it. Her rose into a story unlike any other. I can definitely say that you've heard on Wax, that you've heard on beats like this. It culminates to a well-rounded project, which we've talked about before. It has bars that'll last with you. It has thoughts and feelings that'll project you into your own, you know. If you use this album right, this is fucking therapy. I'm gonna say it right now. Me and Rashad already said it's one of the best that's ever been dropped around here. The shit you've heard, the shit we've compared it to. Let it speak for itself. You know where you can go get the merch. You know where you can go follow at STXDY, like I've said before.
Yes, sir.
But this has been one hell of a conversation. This is why we do this shit. I hope y'all know that. Like this is community. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood. Finding great things to invest in that not only, you know, it's not about monetization. It's about how culturally rich some of these things are. It's about y'all's stories. It's about promoting them. It's about protecting them. It's about documenting them. So if you fuck with this, if you fuck with us, if you fuck with Study, man, rate, review, subscribe, repost, like, you know, it's a ghost like, whatever, man.
Tap
You
in.
know,
Tap
tap
in.
in, man. There's more to come. Like he said, he just told us last time he was on, man, this is my best shit to date. And then he hops on this time and says, man, I got some hotter shit in the chamber. So if you ain't tapped in, it's only gonna grow better. So I don't know what else I can say.
It's already written, man. It's already there.
It was
Say
written.
what you
It
needed
was
to say.
written.
Man. It was written.
So in that sense, we out.